and I get really shy. And robot, and the bear, robot, and the bear. I don't know what I'm fucking doing because I'm fucking being put on the spot and blah blah blah. Robot and the bear. I just can't like this. I just need to feel like all loosey goosey. Loosey goosey. Robot Berry. I'm working on the old top 5 right now.
Okay, but I know we are live.
We are.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Snapple.
Yes.
Hi,
everybody. We're Robot and the Bear, episode number 37 with Luke Chu and myself, and special guest, Sean Chao.
Sean Chao.
Hi, everyone. This is my first podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow. Well, welcome to. We're happy to pop that. No, the podcast.
We're happy to pop that nub.
How you doing, man? I haven't seen you around for a while.
Yeah, I've been like a hermit for the past couple months, so.
Getting ready for that con.
Yeah, that designer con. Yeah.
Wow, man, it's been like nonstop for you because you had your show like maybe like felt like just a couple months ago, right? Here.
No.
No. Okay, for some reason I was thinking of Let's Eat.
No, but yeah, I did have the group show. Yeah,
Right.
I've been doing group show here.
Yep.
And, but the last solo show was about a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, it's about a year ago.
Are you going to
This
be
month.
doing another show soon, or
No, not anytime
I
soon.
tried.
Yeah.
what?
Right, yeah, there's like, some new plans going on. Trying to, I guess, like, try to find some other job, I guess. Doing something different.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still want to do my work, but I don't want to keep turning this into my main source of income.
Oh.
Yeah, so I try to do something else too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll deep dive onto that shit in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But as we usually start, how's it going, Eric?
Good, man. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got these yummy gummy candies. I think we talked about tough gummies once upon a time, like many episodes back.
About
and,
like 2 or 3 episodes back about
and
gummies for men.
I have
from
looked
Japan.
for this. I went looking around for this to the Japanese markets and couldn't find any.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got some other ones that it's like kind of disappointing when you don't get the one you want.
Yeah.
So I was getting other ones and they're okay, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
So happy.
I'm happy that I could help you out there, man.
It's a great day.
It's
Everything went from like pretty good to amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, tough gummies.
We're not sponsored by that. Are we?
No, but we should. We really should because that shit is. This is like kind of, it's an amazing candy. Like this gummy for men kind of thing. I definitely like these a lot better than the fettuccine ones that I brought.
So that one's doable. Like you can get that at all the different places. So that's one of the ones I think I got that kind of in substitute, and I was unhappy.
Yeah. When you're expecting a square piece of gummy candy in your mouth, but instead you got this weird fettuccine style strip, it's like, what can you do?
No, it's not what I wanted.
No. But as we usually do, top 5.
Oh.
Who's starting it?
It's you, because I'm still working on it. Well, I just thought of another one. Okay, go. I could start. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really want to start, but
Okay,
like,
I'll start.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that we're streaming live okay.
The thing is that like, you're kind of been like setting this precedence where like if one of my top 5s happens to also be on your top 5 and I say it before you do, you'll take it off of yours and come up with something new. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because like.
Okay. Top 5. Number 5, Mandalorian. Fuck! Okay. And I watched it last night. It was pretty awesome.
You knew that was I was talking about, right? You knew that like I was going to be going there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason why.
So, that's why I'm saying it. So good luck. Number 5. It's not even number 1. It's number 5 right now. But the first episode came out. I did think the whole season was going to be up at once. Duh. No.
Nope.
Of course, they want more subscribers. You know?
Yeah,
So,
no, they realize that the weekly thing actually works off better for some shows.
Well, it's like Game of Thrones and whatnot. You
Yeah.
kind of want to,
you
definitely
build it up, you build
Build
up
the hype,
anticipation,
yeah.
you hype, the hype fucking build. Meanwhile, like, Stranger Things, if they decide to fucking do a weekly thing, nah, man, I won't be okay with that because you've already spoiled me for 3 fucking seasons.
Yeah.
So
Well, you can't change it just all of a sudden.
no,
No.
nope.
But it's really cool though. I don't know. It's weird, right? It's episodic. Like here we are. Like I grew up. Well, at least Luke and I probably saw Star Wars in like the 70s,
Yep.
right? So I did, and then it's been this like epic, almost Shakespearean, this kind of like space Shakespearean thing. But anyways, here it is, 2019, and now it's going to be episodic for a little while at this side story, But it's just crazy.
It's
like,
good.
Like it's still around that long.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
how many movie properties are even around this long? To like that keeps going. I mean, that really keeps going. There's kind of not that many, right? That's from the late 70s.
in America,
Late 70s to now.
Friday the 13th for a while, Halloween for a while. They're still doing Halloween movies.
Oh, really? They're just super shitty now, or
Yeah,
something.
they're
'Cause we don't even
super-
hear about them.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Child's Play is back.
Right.
Chucky. And,
Wow.
But like, a lot of them are like reboots rather than like actual like continuing story, like considering like the first and second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh movies to be canon or something like that.
Yeah.
So Star Wars is kind of unique like that.
Yeah.
Star Trek is one.
Yeah. That's true. 'Cause that started off episodic and then it turned into movies.
Yep.
Yeah, and TV too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mandalorian.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, me
I
too.
liked.
Me too.
I knew that there was going to be a baby at the end, but like, I didn't see that baby coming.
Is that a spoiler?
Well, no.
No.
But you should have watched it already.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Are you
don't know
gonna
anything about it?
Are you a Star Wars fan?
I watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's,
I'm
it's
not
Mandalorian,
too
man.
crazy,
I'll
but-
send you a link to a place where you could probably find it if you don't want to buy Disney Plus.
Since also you're a bit younger than us,
Mm-hmm.
tell me about your history with Star Wars. Like, was it way later? Did you see it in Taiwan, or what's the?
Oh yeah, I would watch it when I was younger, but it's definitely after it's already out in the video, like just watch on TV, and then but I did go to the theater watching the first they came back with the first and second
Right.
episode. Yeah, those I watched in the theater.
Those are like 4, 5, and whatever, right? Or is
Yeah,
it 1 and
5
2?
and 6.
Sorry, is that 1 and 2?
Well, 1 and 2. Like, are you talking about like the prequels or the?
Yeah, I mean, well, no, it's the
later
young,
ones,
yeah, the Darth Vader before when he was younger.
Oh yeah, the prequels. The
Yeah.
prequels.
Wow.
Yeah. Those weren't that great.
No. No.
Yeah.
I
it was a
I
little
will
disappointing.
say that I am a fan of the last lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker on the lava rivers.
Okay.
I still don't get that
It's
one
not-
part about the high ground. Why is the high ground stronger, better?
Because you need a plot device. It's an what do they call it? Ex Machina, like whatever, or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but like it's just they just threw that in like his own ego got in his way, and
Yeah.
It's like a war thing too.
it is a war
In
thing.
general, everyone wants high ground.
Yep.
Oh, I guess
Shoot
so.
down
you
at
can, you
people.
can, you can
Yeah.
go
You
down.
face
Yeah.
away from the sun, blah blah blah. It's all like some art of
makes
war
sense.
shit, I think.
But yeah.
Maybe in 20 years later, they'll be like, wow, this is actually a masterpiece. We didn't understand back then.
Or no,
No.
it's a masterpiece of shit.
No, it's kind of like what they did with like the Star Wars reboots, where they like came in and did like all these effects and stuff like that to the original Star Wars.
Oh, to make
movies.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and people are just kind of like, it's just like way too many different kinds of levels of effects going on. Like, here's something from the 70s. Here's technology from the late 80s. Here's
Yeah.
technology from the 90s, and it just kind of looks like a hodgepodge rather than like any kind of cohesive like
Right.
thing.
But I like Mandalorian. Back to that.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's fun.
it's fun. It's
fun.
fun. They kind of do this dive into like the Mandalorian culture, like how they build up their armor and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like it was very cool. It has like this weird like having like what was it? What was the thing? Have you received your, what do they call it? The signet? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, it's like your balls dropping. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday
Yeah.
when the second episode comes.
Oh, is it
out.
Friday? I thought it was Sunday. I didn't even know.
No,
okay,
Friday.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
like that's the guy from fucking Game of Thrones.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's the guy like the guy who wore a lot of yellow and got his head smashed by the wall.
Right. Oh, the mountain.
The mountain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. I don't think anyone was like, "Whoa, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so much better than Star Wars."
I don't think it's supposed to be.
No, it's just good. It's entertaining.
Yeah. It's a side story that's kind of got that. It's again kind of westernish, right? It's not like all taking place inside of a building or some kind of a futuristic thing. It looks like it's in the plains,
Yeah, I'm glad.
cool.
I'm glad that they didn't like try and do a story off of a major character from the original series. They
yeah.
created a new. They have a new character.
Yeah.
and
an IG-11.
yeah,
What?
dude.
So cool.
I didn't know how that little fucking scarecrow could fucking be a bounty hunter, but now I see.
Well, it's a robot, but he's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
He's
awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Gunslinger, fucking like shooting from the back, shooting. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Anyways,
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Well, number 4. I went to the Midway premiere in Westwood Village.
I saw that
The movie Midway.
I saw that billboard on La Brea this afternoon, and I thought to myself, "Oh,
Yeah, I kind of felt weird going because it's very, it's pro-American, technically a little bit pro-Chinese too, because there's that Chinese money that went into making that movie, and very anti-Japanese at the same time.
right."
So I'm like sitting there going, like I'm American, of course, but like everyone here is like, oh, you fucking nip, like I'm gonna fuck you up, you motherfucker. No, seriously, it was like a little bit it was very pro-America, and there was like a lot of military people, and it was like the stars were there and all that stuff.
Oh, so you went to the premiere?
Yeah, I went to the premiere in Westwood, and I was just got to check all that out. But
Were you there for assignment to do?
no, I just went and watched it. I was invited.
How did you get
just a guest? I was a guest. That's all.
Oh,
Nothing special.
Who did you know that? Did you know someone from the production?
No, I went with Ayako. Ayako, she was an actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went with her, and then just went to that thing. But ultimately, I was kind of like, okay, whatever. I mean, it's nicely done, but in the end, well, we went to Ford Island, and a lot of it was shot at Ford Island.
Right.
So it's kind of neat to see that. I was kind of like, hey, we were walking around on these streets. Like you just tell they added old cars, but I mean,
Right.
because it's a period piece, obviously. But yeah, we were walking around right in that area.
Was it like Pearl Harbor? Like
It's just like that.
the original fucking
shit's bombing there, and then but it's kind of neat to see if anything was remotely is that's what it looked like, at least because I've not really watched a lot of documentary video on that.
Right.
It was neat to see, but ultimately though, man, I can't see that doing that well in the theaters, so we'll see.
I don't think there's really an appetite for World War II dramas.
But it's going to go to China because it's got a little bit of an anti-Japanese thing to it.
Oh, then the Chinese are going to eat. They're going to make their money back in China.
It might, who knows? It might,
they're going to feel like America's with us and hating the Japs.
It's sort of like that in that sense. Yeah, that's there.
But like, okay, well, wasn't the original Midway movie, the Battle of Midway movie, Tora Tora Tora?
I think it was just called Midway.
Oh, was it?
I remembered as a kid there were billboards for it as well, and it was just called Midway.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was called Tora Tora. That could be.
Because you remember the movie Tora Tora Tora?
I do, but that could be a battle at Midway. But there was a movie called Midway long ago. So I thought this was a redo of it, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. I'm pretty sure there was a movie just called Midway. But if not, it was a book for sure that was like a big, like a novel by, what is it, Herman?
Oh, you're right, 1976.
Yeah, see, I was a little kid. I remember that.
Yeah.
Right before Star Wars.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3, another TV thing is, I was a little disappointed. The last UFC, something I watched.
Oh, was that the Donald Trump one?
Donald Trump was there. Mm-hmm. I guess he got booed. But it was the Masvidal Diaz, and I was a little disappointed because at the end, Masvidal basically beat up Diaz for 3 rounds, and then Diaz had a cut, so he wasn't allowed to continue. But it's one of those things. A bummer.
He was pretty dominating the whole.
Masvidal was, but Diaz, he's a late starter.
That's true.
So
That's
he didn't
true,
he didn't get to have round 4 and 5. You know, yeah, he didn't get to have those rounds. Just need to be tight in here. So yeah, he didn't get his last rounds to actually go and do some battling there. So it was kind of like sad. But then I guess he wasn't in the best shape and all that kind of stuff. But he got fucked up, as you know, he got hit a lot. So, but it's a little bit anticlimactic. And yes, Donald Trump got booed. And then I think the next day he went to a football game and like at Alabama.
Right.
And they were chanting 4 more years from the crowd. You know, you have 50,000 people chanting 4 more years. So in the right place, he won't get booed, and he still gets cheered like that. A whole stadium. It's crazy.
Different kind of crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does have a stronghold somewhere, and I didn't know that. And the next day, I'm like, oh shit, he's getting cheered big time at this football game. You know, in Alabama, in Bama. So,
But like I heard there were boos there too.
I don't know when I was.
No, maybe not the Alabama one.
No, I was watching. People are chanting 4 more years. Like
yeah,
crazy.
that's Alabama for you.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He still has support somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Although it looks like to me there's no support anywhere. That's the media I see. There is the flip side to that media, and that there's hardcore support, I guess. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, like he got booed at like the wrestling match at the UFC.
The wrestling match too?
There was a wrestling
Baseball game, of
a
course.
baseball game, like and a lot of that happened in New York, you know,
Yeah.
and New York was like New York City, and like
Yeah.
you know, they were not having anything with Trump, and fuck that guy.
His son's getting booed everywhere because of that book.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
fuck Turning Point USA. Fuck you.
Cool. Number 2, I got I do black and white photography under my own Instagram, and I actually just put the second issue of a zine to the print shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm using like a digital printer and all that stuff that I kind of found online, and we'll see how it goes.
You know, I'm going to have to like get that information from you one of these
I'm still
days.
testing it, so but yeah, I'm trying to.
Is
I made
this-
improvements from the first one.
This is not like the rock and roll stuff.
No, it's not the rock and roll. It's just photography, and I do writing with it. Like I just write captions.
Is this going to be available for DesignerCon?
I'm gonna try. I think it's gonna show up on the Friday, so it'll be at least on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll show up on Friday, I think, unless it shows up early.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got that into the press, and it's called.
Is it the same printer that you did to print the previous issue, or?
Well, so I photocopied it, and then I actually got it printed somewhere, and then I learned what things I need to improve on to make it better with that press, and then I actually tweaked the next issue because I wanted to just see if I can get it looking really good.
Yeah.
So I actually tweaked the pictures a little bit to make them a little more contrasty. So we'll see what happens.
Oh.
Because the first one I was a little bit disappointed, but I mean, you know, it's kind of like zine printing. It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to see what I can do, and you know, and just learning process. But
Is it the same place that you took the previous? It's not the same.
I don't think you saw the reprint of it. I reprinted it at a better like a print shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that. So it's called what is the zine called?
Am I in it?
This next one, yeah.
Yes.
Episode or issue 2. What's it? I forgot what it's called. Whatever's in between, I think is what it's called. Whatever is in between. That's what it's called.
Nice.
Okay, and then number 1. I'm doing Sculpey Cats for DesignerCon. Oh shit! So I haven't made those in I think it's been about 5 years since I last made them. But I made them for DesignerCon before, and every time I make them, people seem to like them. So I'm gonna try to make like 20 of those.
Nice.
They're like Sculpey Cats, and then I'm gonna try to put them blister pack on a card. You know, like an action figure. I'm gonna try to do that.
You should talk to Dove about like.
Already
those
have. I've been doing my due diligence there. So
Nice.
yeah. I got I tested all the sizes out and tried to make something so it does fit it to make sure it fits. And I learned, you know, he just gave me some pointers, and Dove's wonderful like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just cool.
Yeah,
So
Dove's the man.
Because people are like saying, ask Dove. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to ask him, man, because
He's been on the show, man.
I know, but you know, I was like, I don't want to ask him. Everyone's asking him this shit. And then sure enough, I did. And then I was like, oh, so glad I did. Because, you know, sometimes you just got to go for it, right?
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, oh, man, everyone's asking him this stuff. But no, he's patient enough. And, you know, we even had a phone call about it. So yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
so I'll try to put them on a card and do it. And he gave me even some more pointers. So lots of pointers to make like figures on a card blister pack. It's like there's like a little bit of there's stuff that I don't want to make the same mistakes as been made before.
Yeah.
So he's kind of helped me on that.
For those who don't know, Dove is the owner of DKE, who are the maker. They kind of do a lot of like booths and promotion and distribution of like the bootleg figure scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they always have a booth at San Diego. They have a booth at DesignerCon, and his
And-
wife Sarah Jo actually helped me curate Let's Eat, which you hosted and Sean was a part of.
Yeah. So that was the top 5.
Top 5.
And I don't know how much to charge for the cat, like Sculpey cat that I paint, and then it's on a card, like blister card. I have no idea what that should be.
You should ask Dove.
I know, but the prices of those range. It seems like.
You're right, and I think that's what you do. Like you take into consideration how much time you spent. And
Oh, fuck the time, man. Just $10. No,
dude, you're running out of it, man. You gotta fucking take advantage. You gotta think about the time.
Oh, damn. Most of it though, I'm kind of working on a lot of it while I'm watching TV.
We're both running out of time, buddy.
Come on. Oh, well, Sean, don't laugh.
Look
at you.
Yeah,
It's happening.
You're next, man. You're next. You're after us. All right. So is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I've been doing a lot of work lately on stuff, and I was going to start with Mandalorian, but since you already did it,
Well, it's because that's the benefits of starting first.
it is the benefits of starting first.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to promote something that I just kind of found out somewhat recently, and that is the DCon Exclusives private preview party presented by Sneaker Lab tomorrow from 6 to 10 p.m. at Sneaker Lab. RSVP. I don't know. I think I found out the information on Facebook or something like that.
But you weren't invited.
Oh, I was invited.
Oh, I thought you said that they told you it wasn't happening.
No, I didn't realize what they sent me this thing, and I saw you're invited to DesignerCon. I'm like, I'm already going to DesignerCon, but now that I know this, thanks to Sean letting me know it is, and I want to encourage people.
What's Sneaker Lab?
I'm assuming it's a
shoes store
thing.
Where? Where's that?
downtown.
Yeah, it is off of Los Angeles Street, 721 South Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, California. So, I will be there. I think
I'll be there too.
Sean, we'll both be there, and with some of the things that I wanted to promote, like the fabulous Ghost Bear, this sparkly gold. I just got these today picked them up at Monkey King. Yep, this is my exclusive variant on the Ghost Bear. There's a total of 125 pieces available, and they will be
Sold out.
hopefully
So,
available
line up.
at DesignerCon.
How much are they?
I'm still thinking of the price.
I see.
Probably for like $45, something like that. Because it's exclusive. It'll be signed. It'll be hand embellished and all other shit.
The packaging?
the
Or
the header card, and the butt will be signed. The underneath
Awesome.
butt was signed. My second thing is just something I also picked up today, and that is my Ghost Bearland metal badge.
Whoa.
Yes, it has actually. It's a pin set, and I'm probably going to do a deal. So when you buy these two together, you'll get a discounted price.
Yes.
And it's got they'll be both available at my booth and the Monkey King booth, and it's 2 pins, and it's the Ghost Bear, and he's saying, "I wish I was dead."
Oh.
The joke is that because he's a ghost, he's already dead. So, ba-doom-tsh.
It's a higher level of death.
Yes, yes. Okay. So, my number, I think, dead. The next one is I've been doing a lot of work for Culture Cartel, which is happening in December in Singapore. I'll be heading out the day after Thanksgiving, doing a lot of work over there while I'm there. It'll be fantastic. If we have any Singaporean listeners or anyone who is going to Singapore, in early December. Look me up.
Nah, stay here.
We'll
Go to
eat-
Post-it Show.
We'll eat fucking chili crabs and chili stingray.
Wow,
You
that
know.
sounds amazing.
So
Wow.
it's it'll be awesome. And this isn't necessarily my number one, but like it's something that I've been thinking about lately. I've been, as I said, been working, painting a lot in the studio, preparing some last minute group shows, some Post-it notes, some Singapore stuff, and that is just how much I love 80s saxophone breakdowns. In 80 songs from music from the 80s, and then they'll have this break in the toward the and suddenly a saxophone will just kind of show up out of nowhere.
Can you name some that you like, the songs?
Yeah, let me. I actually was just pulling up a list right now.
Super Freak by what's his name? Super Freak by Rick James.
How about like Careless Whisper by George Michael?
That has one?
Yeah. True by Spandau Ballet.
Oh yeah, that one totally. That one's epic.
Yeah, Rio by fucking Duran Duran.
Whoa, I don't know what that one.
Oh, in the video for Rio, there is a guy standing in a raft in the middle of the blue waters, fucking like wailing on his fucking saxophone.
Wow.
It's pretty great. A night like this by The Cure. Fucking. I want to see a return of the '80s fucking saxophone breakdown.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's something it's been on
I
my
like that.
mind. So I mean, we're both like young enough to remember those great, 80s that great 80s style.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's my top 5.
Awesome.
Already 5? That's pretty quick.
Now we have Sean Chao. Hopefully you have your top 5. I think you do.
I do.
All right.
I have 5, yeah.
Yeah.
So I did this design for a friend. It's a packaging for mochi ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Oh.
It's coming out in New York, though. So probably next year, spring.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on that California mochi ice cream territory.
Probably not.
Because we run that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that one ice cream place right in that little
Mikawaya.
shop. Yeah.
Mikawaya, yeah.
Yeah.
They invented that shit.
They invented that shit.
Oh, yeah?
I've
Yeah.
tried like other fucking mochi ice creams, and like it's not nearly as
I
good
think
as theirs.
I'm gonna guess that they make the Trader Joe's brand one, because Trader Joe's has a few mochi ice creams. Now, I'm gonna believe that that's Mikawaya making it for Trader Joe's. It seems so similar.
Wait, so there's a Trader Joe's brand mochi
Well, yeah,
ice
'cause
cream,
they get-
and it tastes almost exactly
They
like...
get companies to make stuff for Trader Joe's with the label, Trader Joe's label, but it's not there, and it's like somebody else's food.
Right.
So I'm gonna highly assume that that's Mikawaya making it for Trader Joe's.
Maybe.
Because I think it's exactly the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Because Trader Joe's kind of strong arms you in a way, from what I understand.
Really?
Yeah, they want their own branded stuff, and they want companies to do it. If not, they usually threaten to copy it themselves. Like, we're going to make our own then, and it's going to be like just like yours. So you might as well just make it for us, and you'll make money.
But you know what the thing is? You're only going to find it in one place. Trader Joe's.
Yeah, that's all they want. That's all they want, though.
And the thing is that like, I don't know how many people live close to a Trader Joe's aside from you, but like, I don't live near. I think about like 1.5 miles away from a fucking Trader Joe's, and I'm not going to.
1.5?
Yeah.
Get on a bird scooter.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's.
all right.
I live in the east side, man. There's no love, no bird love in fucking east side. Do you have bird scooters?
No.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I thought, Sean. Yeah, Sean and I are both east
Wait,
side.
ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
I have thought about getting a bicycle.
Yes.
But the thing is that like it is all the way out on of this boulevard called Huntington Boulevard, which is like a fucking double 4-lane fucking thing, and it's like a lot of fucking. Look, it's got San Gabriel Valley drivers.
Uber. Take an Uber.
That's expensive.
Okay. So wait, what's the brand for this mochi ice cream in New York?
I think it's called Island City.
Island City. Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you tasted it yet?
No. Yeah. It's just a friend from high school.
Cool.
He started his own little company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I
You
hope
should demand that they
yeah.
bring you out there so you could sample it.
Yeah. Next year I'll stop by and just try out.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, Island City.
Yeah,
Island City. Island City mochi ice cream.
Yeah.
Are they
Big
like,
shout out.
Is it like a place where they just plan on getting it distributed in supermarkets, or is it like a shop? Like-
No. Yeah. Just supermarket. Just like frozen food section. They have
Awesome.
They have dumplings too.
Oh.
And,
Dumplings and mochi ice cream
Yeah.
together.
like Napa cabbage and pork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like vegetarian. Not vegetarian. Like what it's called, organic
May.
dumplings. Yeah.
Oh, so they're trying to do like quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, more quality.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
that's the first one. And second one, I got sick like a few weeks ago. I'm okay now, but I don't really get sick that much. So it's the first time I actually tried taking NyQuil, and it's actually pretty awesome.
NyQuil is pretty fucking awesome.
It'll put you out.
Yeah.
Did you just want to go sleep?
I
Is that
just
it?
went to sleep for straight whole days.
like a 14 hours or more.
Yeah,
right?
more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't know. That's why
It's
maybe
crazy.
that's why they check ID for those. Yeah.
Yeah, it has alcohol in it, you know.
Oh,
and
is it?
so like the alcohol, I think, knocks you out because yeah.
Even a
'cause-
little bit will just knock you out.
Well, I think it's because your body's already compromised by the cold.
Right.
So like get a little bit of little boozy twosies in there.
Yeah.
and,
Damn.
I just
Yeah.
felt so much better the next day. Wow, this thing is amazing.
NyQuil.
NyQuil.
Hey, you know what? That I believe. I
Yeah.
believe in NyQuil.
Yeah. So do I.
Cool. Okay, so the third one, I just finished the piece for the Totoro show.
Oh, that looks so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It looks.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I thought it's actually due this week, so that's why I finished it. But
Oh,
it's actually later.
It's like that one's an amazing piece. It's like how many pieces? I mean, how many parts or pieces are there?
Oh yeah, I actually
Like
spent
12
so
or
much
something,
time in
or
there.
15 pieces or something?
Yeah, I put a lot of
It's like a
small
yeah.
dishes in there, a lot of little food art in there.
Yeah, very good.
I
Yeah.
wish it was here so we could look at it.
It just you can look at the picture. It's on your Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah. There's
Instagram
like-
Sean Chao Chao. Everybody, Instagram.com Sean Chao Chao.
Yeah,
CHAO.
yeah. SCANCHAO.
Yeah,
Ciao, ciao.
very nice.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. It's like one of the I make the piece is about the one of the scene in Spirited Away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so nice.
Yeah, all the
Oh, look at them
all the
picking
people going
out.
crazy, taking out the food, try to
So good.
Yeah,
Wait, this isn't a Totoro thing.
that's like Miyazaki's movie.
It's close
so,
enough.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. It's close enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Sean fucking Chow here.
You could have put like a Totoro wearing the no mask guy.
And this
Leave it to anime manga nerd here, just like calling you out.
yeah,
Man,
and it's kind of
damn.
fun to make this because I
Sorry.
normally don't
It's
make
okay.
characters with like human kind of character.
Yeah, no,
so
they
it's
look
kind
great.
of a first time to
They're
do
so
that.
good. They're really great.
I never had,
saw that.
like-
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I never had cleavage in my work before. It's the first time.
Whoa.
So it's one of the character has cleavage.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
I can't. I think is it like. Oh yeah! Look at that.
But if you watch the movie, the character in the movie actually is very portrayed really realistic
Yeah.
of people's body. So
Basically, she has big boobs.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's
That's a very
interesting.
nice way to talk around it.
Yeah.
She was portrayed very realistically in her body.
She's got them big tatas.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah. And what's next? Let me see.
Very nice
well,
piece.
Well, my oysters. Yeah, I spent like the past like months working on these oysters.
These are great.
Yeah.
These are great. So it looks like you're using an actual oyster shell.
Yes.
I remember, the first time I ever saw these, you had brought them in. It was Eric's birthday, and
It was?
yeah, it was on a Sunday, like after your birthday, and all these people showed up, and
Oh, right. It was
and-
like before the show, right?
and
We should
I
come by.
literally thought Sean brought Eric raw oysters for his birthday. That is weird.
Yeah.
But then because from when it's a photograph and they're like this, so far away and like tiny on the screen, you can't see the tiny little smiley faces there to greet you. And these things blew out the door at fucking Let's Eat,
Yeah, it's
Yes,
pretty
they did.
fun.
So you made these for DesignerCon.
Yeah, so basically I went out to all these oyster restaurants to collect all the shells.
Uh-huh.
And I go home, I clean them up, I really boil them, I scrub them, try to keep it really clean.
Yeah.
And then just mold each piece with Sculpey. So every single one piece is its own individual. It's all unique by itself. So there's no
I
repeats.
mean, you got a lot of you get the foot in there, that muscle that holds the top shell.
Yep, that
done,
scallopy piece.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
And then you got the weird kind of striations of the layers of the filtration system of the oyster. I mean,
Yep, it's the flappy lips.
Yeah. I mean, it's really beautiful. Like, you know, it's such an interesting evolution of your stuff, and you got a little nose in there.
Yeah, still keep
Yes.
the face in there.
This is
So
such a
signature.
So you know, I mean, you did not make a ton of them. You know, I mean, we have plenty of them, but like these will blow out during the VIP night. You're gonna have one night at like at Designer Con, and then you'll be done, and you'll be like, oh, I'll just
Come get them. Come get them. That's
Yeah.
what I say. These are amazing.
And then you have like gourmet versions.
Yeah, I have like exclusive. I have two different design of exclusive. One is with the sea urchin uni
Yeah.
and caviar, and
Nice.
the other one is just cream sauce with salmon rolls.
Yeah,
Some flowers
Yeah.
on top.
Got that creme fraiche rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's creme fraiche. That's sour. Supposed to be sour cream.
Is it sour cream? Do they put sour cream on oyster? I figured it would be like fancy, like
Something
What is it?
else. Yeah.
I don't.
I never
really?
I never
I don't
had
really
it
know.
before.
Actually,
I don't think it's
Is it creme fraiche? Isn't that sweet sometimes?
no, it's a sour. It's a
Oh, is it
sour.
really?
It's a sour cream.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's a slightly kind of
Maybe
denser.
it is. Maybe it is that then.
You know,
I have
like
no idea.
it's more viscous.
Sure, it's not just tartar sauce. I could be. I don't know.
horseradish maybe.
Oh, there is the horseradish.
There is
People do that.
horseradish.
Yeah.
You know, or like Tabasco. You do one with Tabasco and
Yeah.
like
Right.
lemon or something like that. Like
But good stuff. The
yeah,
oysters.
these are great.
Yeah.
You know, for
And I built the whole set, so it's gonna look like an actual oyster bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going all out.
how many? So is this only a fraction of the ones you've already made?
I think he's got a
Yeah,
lot
actually,
more.
I made some enough for the whole 3 days.
Whoa!
But I don't know. Maybe it will be gone. We'll
are you
see.
gonna dress like a waiter? Like-
I'll dress. I'll put on a chef coat,
Oh,
jacket.
nice.
And I had T-shirt made, and I had some pins. Yeah, and I also made I only made one necklace out of these with
Oh.
a little a real pearl.
Oh.
Yeah, I only make one because I don't know who's gonna buy that. It's kind of random, you know. It's like a pearl necklace, but with an oyster on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you get the pearl from?
Just Etsy. I just bought one. It's one oyster. I mean,
One pearl.
Yeah, that's it.
They could sell just one pearl there.
I mean, it could be
Yeah.
of varying qualities too, right?
Right.
Yeah,
sure.
I pick one that's not like perfectly round.
Right.
Just kind of not imperfect, but kind of like that. So.
Interesting.
Awesome.
Interesting.
Cool. And what's I think there's one more, right? Well, I watched a lot of Martin Scorsese's movie
Ooh.
this past week.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just because after the whole Joker movie, I just kind of got into it.
Did you see it?
I watched it. Yeah.
Have you seen it yet, Eric?
Joker?
Yeah.
I have not.
No, you still not. I still can't talk about it. No, it's fine.
He
I have
becomes the
not.
Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's what we've been saying.
But yeah, it's great. Watching a lot of movie, working.
Which ones have you seen?
I watched Departed and
Departed is just a remake of Internal.
Affair. That was
Yeah.
Infernal Affairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one, and also what was the one also? It's like what's it called?
Casino, Goodfellas.
Casino, Goodfellas. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
But did you?
classic ones.
So, is this new one? Is that one out already?
Not yet. It
Oh,
should-
okay.
I think it. Well, maybe it's out.
It's
in
a theater. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's in
still
theaters.
haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
but it
The
should be going
Irishman.
to but it should be coming to Netflix like pretty soon.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too because it's got like Joe Pesci and it's got like
Right.
you know,
De Niro?
De Niro.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's another mafia kind of thing.
No, those are the
Yeah.
best.
Those are the best.
He's really good at that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let him be great at that.
What other like? I mean, like I remember like Scorsese doing like a fucking. He did Raging Bull too, right?
Raging Bull, yeah. And Silence. It's about like religious sort of movie.
Did he do what's it called? That one that with Daniel Day-Lewis, that was like Leonardo DiCaprio. Was it? Did he do that? It was kinda like a-
an island, something island.
No,
or-
no, no.
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, it was the gang one, kind of like Gangs. Is it
Oh,
Gangs of New York?
Gangs of New York.
Did he do
Yeah.
that?
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
Gangs of New York.
I think Gangs of
That
New
that
York.
one's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
I
that
think
one
that
is
movie is
good.
amazing.
it really kind of takes you there.
Yeah,
Like,
which
it's
is
like-
weird because I'm like, oh shit, I've been to the Lower East Side. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you're actually in that area and you see how lively it was in just such a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just everything's dirty.
But it's gangster too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like yeah, it's savage. You know, totally laws of the street type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But 1800 style.
1800, like
Very
dirt
cool.
roads and horses style.
Yeah, and like knives and shit. It's crazy. Anyway,
It's very stylish. It's
I love
cool.
that. I like
Yeah.
that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So that's my
Awesome.
top 5.
That's good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Martin Scorsese, like Fest would be fun to watch.
Yeah. Did he do After Hours? That was like one of his early movies. It was like takes place in Soho, and I think he might have.
Is that the
too.
one with Al Pacino, like as a cop infiltrating like the gay
No.
like nightclub
No,
thing?
I don't think. No. After Hours was not that.
Uh,
I think he might have did that too, though. But it was no. That's not that one.
you know, have you seen this? There's this weird like fake commercial on on the internet. And it's kind of like, it's inspired by this movie that Al Pacino was in, where he plays like an undercover cop, and he infiltrates like the gay nightclub scene. And,
Wow.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's basically, and they're advertising the sell of this weird like car, like go-kart kind of like game thing where you drive this van around and like there's a guy that comes in, you have to like make eye contact and
What?
and,
Oh
like,
my God.
what does what does the handkerchief on his back say? Water sports, all right.
Wow. That sounds
And it's got
weird.
these two kids playing it. It's
You
weird.
should find that video and put it under the link like later on YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's a
people
good.
easily to find.
That's
All right.
That's a great idea. But no, I'm sorry for interrupting. What were you thinking? Like,
Nothing. Empty thought bubble. What do you mean? There's nothing.
it's going to be a short show
No-
tonight.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Scorsese, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything else to add on that dude, but I'm a fan.
I've never really fully watched Raging Bull. Like, who did Taxi Driver?
Was that him too?
Him too. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I liked Taxi Driver, but I never loved Taxi Driver.
But I like the concept of it because it's basically like an outsider guy trying to figure out why is he relevant on Earth, or is he relevant on Earth?
right.
Yeah.
And then he
loneliness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loneliness, kind of a loser, kind of an outcast, and then it's like, what is he? Then he finds, okay, here's how I'm going to be relevant. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to help this girl, and I'm going to clean up the streets, type of thing, right? Like he was like, because he didn't fit into being in politics. Remember, he was trying to volunteer for politics, and he was trying to be part of something and couldn't find it, and he just went his own route, got a mohawk, and like became a hero, right?
Right.
I kind of like that though. That story of the lone dude or lone
Vigilante
person, but
kinda.
who's kind of lost, right? They don't know
Yeah.
what's special about me. That's like everyone's eternal question, maybe, right? It's people's
Right.
question. What makes me special? Why am I here? What can I do to be special? And his special was that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
and then he became a hero, right? But it was like, whoa, to get there was a weird way.
Right.
But it's just a story of that. I kind of like. And there's a lot of movies that are kind of like based on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a lot of people like make that connection between the Joker and Taxi
Taxi
Driver.
Driver.
Oh,
there,
really?
too.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
King of Comedy was it also
Scorsese.
Yeah, King
Yeah.
Comedy was
Yeah.
Scorsese as
also
well.
kind
Yeah.
of related to the Joker kind of idea.
I guess so. See, I never saw that movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go watch it.
Sean is like, you're like a Scorsese expert. I like this.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
great.
I
Yeah.
just like sit through all the movie the past week, just watching it all.
Where are you streaming it, or are you renting it, or like what are you doing?
Yeah, just stream it.
Stream it.
Yeah, stream it.
Like, I don't even know where to stream all that. I mean, I think I know of a place where you can.
Are you just
stream
using Netflix or something?
There's a lot on Netflix now. Yeah, and some other places. Yeah,
What other places?
you know, like
Stream
like
TV?
Apple TV.
Oh,
you know?
really? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey,
Apple
you-
TV
or YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Tarantino films on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
Actually, we apparently passed by him when we were out there.
Oh, yeah. Where was that?
We were on our way out of Netflix.
Oh, yeah. We were at Netflix, and evidently we walked right by Quentin Tarantino, and neither of us saw him.
Yeah,
Oh, no way. That's cool.
We
He's
walked
a-
right by him.
because he was a giant.
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, in a world full of giants, sometimes you just don't realize that you're surrounded by them.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally didn't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Akko like pointed it out, and we're like, "What?"
Yeah, where? I think, did he go into an elevator or something?
Yeah.
We walked out of an elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't see him.
Did not see him.
Too focused.
Yep. Too focused and getting the fuck out of there.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, so you were talking about like, you know, like career changes and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, I just feel like, well, the past 5 years I've been working on my own things, and I move out to the suburb just so I can focus on my own work.
Yeah.
But, you know, I kind of feel tired about just being so far away from friends and just, you know, out there doing my own things.
Right.
So I want to come back. I want to come back to the city and then
Hooray!
have something more stable going on instead of like just, I guess, you know, turning passion into a career is very tough. And
Yeah.
I kind of want to just do this on my own pace instead of just, you know, try to crank things out to like pay, you know, bills.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I found this other thing. A friend of mine kind of tried to bring me into the job. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And then I'll be coming back and hang out more often.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, because you're like way out, way
Yeah,
east
I
right
live
now.
in Chino. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Wow.
it's kind of crazy far, and I really enjoy coming out to see shows, but I haven't been able to do much the past few years. It's just
That's
yeah.
one hell of a drive.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
how long did it take you to get out here? Like, you know, from
Well, without traffic, it's pretty fast. About an hour and a
But
half, maybe.
he was already out here. That was the whole thing.
Yeah,
I
today.
I tested Sean out for this podcast. I tested him out. I was like, so, hey, man, what are you up to? What are you doing? Where are you? Oh, you're out here? Perfect.
Yeah, it happens that I'm out here today,
Yeah,
so
it worked
just
out.
Come out.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, like, are you hoping to move back to like Los Angeles proper, or?
Yeah, somewhere around. That'll be a lot
Yeah.
easier to come out. and meet
No, it's
people.
true. I don't live nearly as far away from you as you do, but like, I used to come out like when I lived nearby in like the mid city. I used to stop by here all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard.
It's tough.
Yeah.
LA traffic really like it's gotten so bad. You know.
It's gotten worse and
Yeah,
worse.
it's gotten worse. It's like the homeless problem out here too.
Oh, that's, yep.
You know, yeah, but you don't see. There's not a lot of homeless people out there.
No.
Yeah, no. They're like, I had an incident that happened to me maybe a couple months ago where like I don't know whether or not I told any of you guys this, but like, you know, my apartment has a gate in the front, and usually people who come visit me or approach me will like hit the gate, and it's a very distinct like bang sound like from my living room, you know, where I'd pick up a telephone set and like communicate with whoever's way out in the front, and then I'll buzz them in. Well, and then I have a doorbell at my door, which is like a ding kind of sound, and like I'm like sitting in my room, and then suddenly I hear my doorbell, and I'm like, okay, maybe someone left the front gate ajar. And I go downstairs and I open up my door, and then there's a homeless dude, like sitting like on the other side of this metal gate.
So he just buzzed your.
And
Oh, wow.
for some reason, okay, so the previous tenants of my apartment left like one of those wine gourds, Chinese style wine gourds, like hanging above my door, you know, and like there was a plastic kind of, you know, vinyl letter E that like, you know, for my apartment letter. And the letter was ripped off of my door. The gourd was smashed on the ground, and he was literally pulling out my doorbell.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he's just kind of stammering and looking for like mentions some woman's name, and I'm like, "Sorry, like that person doesn't live here," you know, and like just kind of like this was like really weird and like being weird with me, and like finally, like, you know, I got him to leave, and I was just like, okay, that was fucking weird.
Wow.
And then later on that evening, while I was like, I step outside to the street in my neighborhood. I live in a cul-de-sac, kind of like a cul-de-sac. Well, my street dead ends, you know, because there's like a little like canal / river that, you know, because like LA River is not like a natural river. It's a big concrete fucking whatever. And there's a big old concrete whatever, like, you know, that follows, you know, at the end of the street, and I looked down and I saw a big old fucking like tent at, you know, hidden like on this downward hill slope, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? You know.
Wow.
And I don't like live in Los Angeles. I live in San Gabriel, which is like, you know, not Los Angeles. And you know, but then like, you know, I remember like in Monterey Park where my mom lives, there's been like a couple of regular homeless dudes that like hang out around like, you know, the main drag, but like never really thought much about it. But like I guess apparently it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, the homeless problem is insane here in LA.
So
Yeah.
I don't even know what can be done about these kind of situations.
I think there's no way to solve it. That's my opinion.
Well, I think there's no way to solve homelessness simply
No.
because of the fact that, like, you know, it has a lot to do with a mental health issue as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's an economic element and there's a mental health element, and sometimes it's both,
Yep.
or it's varying degrees of both.
Yep.
You know, and I think that, like, you know, you'll never get everybody off the streets, but because some people want to be on the streets.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. It's
Fix it, Luke. You could run for city council.
Luke for mayor.
Yeah. If you could solve it, man, you'll be the god of LA.
I heard like some cities they ship their homeless people to Hawaii. They just clean them up and just send them to Hawaii.
Wow.
You buy them.
There is a lot of homeless people in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
There are
Yeah.
a decent amount, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's very nice out there.
Weather's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They don't have snow, all that problem.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know if they still do that, but I mean, it seems like they're sending them here. That's what I'm thinking. But
Probably,
yeah.
yeah. It's not too bad, the weather.
Well, I always kind of felt like, you know, a lot of people were moving from the downtown Skid Row area out to the, you know.
I think there's just a lot of new homeless people too. I mean, homeless people used to look a certain way. They now look like young people.
Right.
There were not young people before. It was like kind of like, you know, 40s and up. And now there's like people in their 20s and they're homeless.
Yeah.
I see couples, you know, like a young guy and a young female couples, and they're homeless and they're just like living in tents right on the side of the street. And I don't think they have mental health issues, but I mean,
There's this
to a
guy
degree,
on
maybe,
the
yeah.
Santa Monica. There used to be this guy that, like, whenever I drove out here during the day, I'd always see him at the Santa Monica 405 exit. And, like, he always had the sign, dreaming of a hamburger.
Wow.
And I would always think to myself, I need to bring a hamburger with me sometime. You know, but I know he doesn't want a fucking hamburger.
Right. Get him an Impossible Burger and be like, no, it's impossible.
Did you try that? Did you try that? No, I don't
Impossible
know.
Burger? I've tried it.
You tried it?
Yeah.
Is that really?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, just okay.
I've had it at whatchamacallit,
okay.
Umami Burger a long time ago.
Was it good there? Because
Yeah.
that's Umami Burger. I've had it at Fat Burger.
Oh, how was it there?
It was okay. I mean, I don't love it or anything, but it was okay. I'd get it again.
Really?
I've had it twice now.
At Fat Burger?
Well, once at Fat Burger and once somewhere else. But I mean, the Impossible Burger, I've had it twice. It was good. I liked it better than the Beyond Burger, actually. Beyond Burger is another brand. They're competing.
Have you had it, Sean?
No.
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 Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's interesting because it's got like a textural kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, that like it's like
A little better, right?
Like a little-
It's
yeah, it's
better
crunchy.
than those grainy veggie patties, I guess.
yeah.
Those old school grainy ones are kind of grainy.
I think
right?
it's even got that like subtle metallic-y tinge, like the iron tinge.
Do
Because
they actually tell you what's in it? Is that soy, or they don't really?
No.
they
I don't even
It's
know.
undisclosed.
It's vegetable protein or some shit like that.
yeah, I think it's like they got it from peas or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
But somehow it cooks, it looks a little more like meat too. Like it kind of gets sort of bloody looking, but it's not really blood. Yeah. Oh, Egg Foo Young, listener, says some homeless come to Hawaii because they heard that people are generous with giving handouts.
Oh, it's probably there's
Yeah.
a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know if that's why, but
Is that
maybe.
true? But here's the question: is that true though?
Yeah, are there handouts or hand jobs? What are you doing, Egg Foo Young?
Oh,
It's terrible.
asking the deep questions. Can't you have both?
Wow, we're moving to Hawaii. No, yeah,
You know, that's actually one of the things that, like, you know, there's a website on the internet called like RubHub or something like that.
RubHub, like
What?
Yeah, like or something
Wow.
like that. It's like it's a website that is dedicated to like, you know, like it's a members only thing. I have no idea like
So you have to pay.
what you have to pay to
Right.
use it, but apparently it's like design, like they will review like, you know, massage places and like, you know, they'll say like, oh, will they do this? Will they do that?
Well, you're
You
gonna
know,
put
this
that
and
link under later on too for the.
I wonder how many that are just like, oh, this one's legit. Bummer. Like, is that bad?
I would
You know, like
imagine
this
they
one,
do.
I got a really good massage, and that was it.
I imagine it would,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know.
You know,
Paying for a hand job just seems like such a waste of fucking money. You know, I don't know.
How do we get to this subject?
Well, we were talking about like handouts or hand jobs.
well,
right,
one reason is when I read it, I you know, like my glasses are what do you call it? Those has that
Bif-
level thing.
Oh, the bifocal thing.
Yeah, so I'm having a hard time. Is exactly in the distance of my computer is exactly in the wrong place. So it's like both. I can't. It's sort of hard to see either. But I thought it said hand jobs, and I was almost read that, and I was like, oh,
You know, I think that's probably one of the
Handouts,
reasons I want to start doing something else too, because I think my eyes are not getting.
oh, they're getting worse probably.
Yeah,
Oh
I know,
yeah.
it's so
just
hard
the-
to start making
It's
tiny
just
little
the start,
things.
man.
Yeah.
It's just the start. It
Oh,
gets
yeah.
worse.
I went to the optometrist a couple weeks ago, and apparently I'm doing okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You have strong eyes then, because mine are just progressively getting bad.
Yeah.
But like I will like literally like stare at my screen sometimes like late at night, and they'll just be like blur, and I'm like,
Yep.
you
Isn't
know,
that weird?
yeah.
Sometimes it happens. Maybe that's an age thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Some days, like I feel like my eyes are a little bit out of focus all day.
Yeah.
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 Well, I think it's a maybe it's an age thing, or maybe it's they said like your eyes are dry probably because of like the seasonal thing, like
Oh,
you
okay.
know, and
It's possible.
Yeah.
you know, and so they gave me like gave me instructions on how to make like a sock filled with dried rice in it that I heat up and
Whoa.
Oh, that
you know,
sounds good.
put
Awesome.
it on my eyes and
Wow.
like, you know,
Sounds good.
so we'll
Awesome.
see. I was kind of hoping they would give me like a script for glasses. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
It'd be kind of fun.
it would be kind of fun.
You could join the glasses club.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, I mean, like, I'd be curious, like, what kind of glasses they would make for, like, my big ass face. But, you know,
Whoa.
it'd be like, you know, like,
Big ass glasses.
big ass
or
glasses.
tiny glasses.
Yeah, maybe like little spectacles.
Yeah.
Like the
Remember what-
Harry Potter ones?
Oh,
Yeah. Remember when specs were, like back in vogue? It was in, like, last time it was in the 80s. I wonder if specs will come back.
So Albert Reyes has some words of advice on our YouTube. He says, drink carrot juice. He said his eyesight got better
yeah.
after drinking carrot juice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I used to like Jamba Juice. You guys are familiar with
Yes.
Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice used to be was created in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, wow.
And I used to live in San Luis Obispo to go to school, and I would never liked drinking the smoothies. I always thought the smoothies were kind of like gross, and they're and full of lies.
Right.
Like, you know, you can't fucking get that much nutrition out of, you know, fucking frozen berries, a fucking banana. And I hate bananas, but like, you know, and, you know, a scoop of fucking ice cream.
Yeah, I know. There's ice cream in it.
You know? But
I thought so too. Like it was bullshit.
and
It's like sorbet. Okay.
yeah, no, fuck that. I would always get the carrot juice and the orange juice mix, or then maybe a
Yeah.
shot of wheatgrass. And it was my friends were always amused because at the time I was smoking cigarettes, and I'll just be like sitting outside the Jamba Juice, smoking a fucking cigarette, drinking a fucking Jamba Juice.
They do two. That's two different things though.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that the Jamba Juice might help you take a nicer Dabian. You know, you'll take a nice, better turd, and then the
Yeah.
other one is satisfying something else.
There's just a lot of sugar in it. Like,
Yeah,
Jamba
well,
Juice.
especially the smoothies,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, I like having like freshly made carrot juice and freshly made orange juice. I think is
Sounds good.
I used to make like fresh carrot juice. I would drink the juice. I'd give the pulp to my dog. And then, the pulp my dog would love.
Your dog-
dude. You could have
Yeah.
made carrot cake, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of it, and my dog's her poop is all orange.
But the dog also probably had really good eyesight.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably like, I see you, fucker.
Wait, were you making orange juice or carrot juice?
I mean, carrot juice.
Carrot juice.
Yeah. You could have made fucking carrot cake. You could have showed up here like every time with a fresh loaf of carrot cake for everyone. You know.
Yeah. So Sean, let's talk about your art just a little bit.
Yes.
sure.
Tell me about the. I mean, you went to art center, but can you tell me about like what era or like who? I can go by like who else you went to school with. Who did you go to school with at that same time? Like, is that Andrew Hem era?
Right. Andrew went to school at the same time, and who else?
And you, man.
Wasn't Zoe Milk? No, she's
No.
younger.
Yeah.
She's
Was
younger.
David Gian? Was that time right?
I think so, but I don't know.
Were
I
you
don't think so.
illustration department?
Illustration, yeah. I can't really remember.
Get
I
you
don't
on the
remember.
sound. Yeah. Okay. But Andrew Ham era. So I was
Andrew
just trying
for
to figure
sure,
out.
yeah.
What year is Andrew Hem era? Like
Ask him. I
Yeah.
don't-
What years were
I
you in
graduated
school?
I
in
remember.
2007, and I
Okay.
think he probably we had a lot same class together, but then I think he probably graduated a term before me. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But your work then did not have any sculpture, right?
I just started,
Yeah.
but not all sculptures. Some paintings, but
Uh-huh.
I started doing more sculptures later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and start making actual diorama to fit all the sculpture in there, and then just become a thing.
Because that was all after college, though, right?
Right,
Because I
right.
remember your work during college, and I don't remember any sculpture. 'Cause
No,
I think I met
it's
you then.
more-
I think, yeah.
It's just painting. Wait, I don't think I met you.
I think I met you
before.
there or something.
Oh,
right
you know
after.
what? I did meet you, but I never shown you my work
Oh,
before.
okay.
I just came out to see shows with
Really?
a friend.
Because I remember.
I don't know if you remember this guy Brian Rush.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's how I
that's
remember.
how he
That's
introduced
how.
me to.
I remember
to
Brian
CGR.
Rush. Yeah.
But he's not around. He's
No, he's in
I think
Chicago. Yeah, I think he's teaching. Yeah.
teaching. Right.
So,
right.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's how.
he's awesome.
That's how I met Eric.
Yeah.
Just hang out at GR.
Awesome stuff.
So do you think about going back to illustration stuff at all, or are you happier doing sculptural stuff?
I'm happy doing sculptures. Yeah, it's just I kind of wish to take my own pace and just make things on the side and not turn it into like something I have to worry for.
It is a tough.
career-wise.
It is a
Yeah.
tough hustle.
Yeah.
It really is a tough.
It's
hustle.
just like the work is very time consuming and then labor intensive.
Yeah.
And I was doing it for the past, I don't know, how long has it been doing? Like 13 years, 14 years. And then, at this point, I feel like I want to go back to have something more I can fall back to. And then this is just something I can just do whenever I want to do. Yeah.
Wow. I mean that is it's a tough decision to make. You know.
I mean, a lot of artists has something on the side. And
But this is not going to, it's going to be the other way around though, right? Like you're going to get a full-time job and art's going to be on the side.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then once that part is stable, I can probably cut back a little bit and then do more again of my own
Right.
stuff. Yeah, because I had a full-time job before, like painting stained glasses.
Yeah.
So and see that one job is also very hard for my eyes too, because I constantly had to stare at the light table.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like I need to do something a little different that's not too crazy to my eyes.
Wait, how long ago was the? Did you quit the stained glass stuff?
Yeah, I still do part-time. Not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm completely not doing it anymore.
Yeah, he helped kind of set up the whole James Jean project, right?
Right.
The stained glass, what is it? He did, more than one project. A few,
Right.
yeah?
I think he did two
Yeah.
pretty big projects with the studio I work for. It's called
Yeah.
Judson Studio in Highland Park.
Really cool place, man.
Right.
That thing's, how long has it been around for? Like 100 plus years?
Since 1897.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like family business for 5 generations.
Yeah, and it's stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
So-
A little closer.
and then you
Yeah.
also, I know that, like, you did a funny project. I don't even know if you could talk about it, but it always makes me laugh. Maybe you
What
can't
is
talk
it?
about it. The church stained glass project.
Church stained glass
Yeah.
project.
Remember you guys?
Oh,
used,
yeah. Well,
I
that's
don't know.
okay.
I don't know if you
mean,
can talk about that, man.
I don't know. It's not it's not the project I did. It's just a project we're looking into archive,
Uh-huh.
and then we saw this like window. It's not the one we did. It's the one we what's the word for that? We fixed the window. There's some broken glasses,
Uh-huh.
so we try to fix it, and it looks like it's a priest and holding kids a lot of kids around the priest, and at the bottom there's a banner that says self-control. So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we didn't make that window. We just
repaired it?
Repaired it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of weird.
And you did another one, but you said they didn't pay for it.
Oh yeah, it's just one of the church, and it's mainly for so we try to paint because about 70% of the jobs for church, because stained glass, and one of this church is for African American church, so we have to paint all the characters in Bible story. They're all African American character, and we use Idris Elba for Jesus.
Nice.
Is that cool?
That is cool.
Yeah.
Did it end up looking like him or did it not?
It looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess somehow they didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
So we kept the windows. So I don't know what happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you want some,
Gift it to Idris Elba.
yeah, wow, as Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
You are our savior.
He could be a cool Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. So I was like, that's a kind of a good model. Like I'm thinking you could. There's so many people you could use, but him, that's the one that I believe in.
Right.
Or Morgan Freeman maybe.
Oh,
Morgan,
Yeah.
because like Freeman's a little more skin and bonesy,
Yeah.
versus Idris Elba, who's a little bit more like,
You know, he's muscular, man.
Yeah, he's a-
But,
he's a
but
toned man.
But that Jesus is buff, so it's okay. Buff Jesus.
buff Jesus.
Yeah.
That makes me think of all the weird Kanye fucking sweaters. Have you seen those? Have you seen those things?
No, is it like the second coming of Bill Cosby sweaters?
No. Okay. Well, like how like Kanye West did all these Jesus things. Like
Oh.
he has this weird like Sunday mass thing that he does, and he was selling these $250 fucking sweaters that have like Jesus stuff all over it, and one of
Whoa.
them, it's got like a buff fucking black Jesus
Whoa.
on it. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're $250 fucking dollars.
Wow.
And apparently people are buying them up, and they're ugly as shit.
Oh, is this recent?
They're very
Oh,
recent,
wow.
like last month recent.
Wow.
It's on. Actually, you could probably find it on one of my personal favorite subreddits, Delusional Artist.
Oh, okay. It's on there?
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
there.
Kanye West. Wow.
Do you ever look at Reddit?
Not really. No, sometime.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
So he's running for president, right? He says in
Is he? Oh my God.
If he is,
2024 or whatever it is, 2024.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not like he's a little late on the debate stage.
Yeah.
So
No, 2024. He's going to run, after Trump gets 4 more years type of thing is his thinking.
okay.
Yeah, I believe.
He'll,
People laughed at him, and then he was like all serious going, what's so funny? It was
Right.
awkward. It was super. I don't know. There's a video on it. You could see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Did we get a question?
Someone asks if that Christ had long hair.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So that black Jesus had a short hair.
I guess so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't design
Okay.
that window. There's another artist that did that.
So you actually designed windows though? You did projects
I did for
like that?
a little bit, but
Wow.
then I'm not religious. So at some point, I just told them, I just let me paint. I enjoy painting it, but I don't know a whole lot about Bible stories.
So that's not just cut glass. You're actually painting on the glass.
Oh yeah, I'm actually the painter.
So wait, you just don't. It's not like a mosaic where you get solid colors and you make a.
No. Yeah.
So this actually you're painting in.
It's closer to ink drawings.
Wow.
So all the color came from the glass. I just add black ink to do the shading and
Oh, wow.
also outlines. So
I
it's
see.
a lot like comic book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's
I
stained
because
glass
I've seen some
windows.
stained glass where it's like a mosaic. There's a lot of metal, outlines, right?
The metal is leads.
Yeah.
Leads like to put the glass together.
Yeah.
It's like puzzle.
But then you're painting on top of the glass.
the glass,
Wow,
and then
okay.
I fire it. So
You're
paint-
doing eyes or hair textures and stuff like that. That's
and then
all.
I can do shading, like taking out the paint, so it creates lights and shadows. And yeah, it's pretty interesting process. It's if you think about it, stained glass windows almost like the early stage of comic book. Back then people not really. They go to church and the priest will be talking about Bible, and then there's a picture right there, so
I
they
see.
can look at it.
Yeah,
So that's like the early form of comic book.
This actually brings up something that this is one of my little guilty pleasures. And that is, so when I was growing up, I attended a I think it's a church called St. Genevieve's. I was raised a Catholic, and it was actually a Chinese Catholic church in Fresno. And you don't see those very often. It had like really strong Chinese motifs, like the architecture and stuff. But one of the things they had was they had the scene of the crucifixion, and it was they replaced all the Roman characters and Jesus with Chinese looking characters. And since then, I've been collecting like little scraps of like Christian religious imagery done with Chinese people.
I think you should make your own that chick track. Like you just turn it all onto Chinese religious.
No, because chick tracks are too good on their own.
I think you could just bootleg and make one.
But like you have Chinese Mary with Chinese baby Jesus.
Wow.
And
there's actually a window we did for USC Church. It's by USC, and we use ourselves as the model sometimes for the Bible story. So one of the window has me in it.
No way!
That's kind of weird.
Wow. So you're not going to go back to working at stained glass anymore?
Probably not.
Wow.
Yeah, but if they really need people and I'm free, I'm always okay to go down to help out. But for now, I think they don't have a whole lot of paint work, so that's okay.
Is there a lot? Do they have a lot? Is there a lot of demand for stained glass in Los Angeles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where there's a church, there's stained glass, I guess.
And,
Disneyland? How about Disneyland?
We did
Yeah.
Disneyland,
Wow.
Shanghai. There's a lot of I don't know, maybe 80% of the window at Disney Shanghai done by us.
Wow.
And actually, I paint something for California Adventure too. They're stained glass there.
Really?
Yeah.
Aren't there other like stained glass places and?
Oh yeah, like Ace Hotel and.
Oh no, you mean other shops?
Shops.
Yeah, like hotel or restaurants and.
Oh no, he means
manufacturers, people
Yeah.
who make stained glass.
just like Judson. Is there a competition?
Yeah, I think so. I think not at this large scale,
Right.
but there's like mom and pop shops everywhere. Yeah, but a big ones maybe somewhere East Coast or Germany, somewhere other companies.
All right.
But yeah, mainly this is the biggest studio.
So you don't hear like the salespeople going, "Fuck, we lost it to blah 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 from New York. We lost the account to New York or some shit like that."
Not usually. Yeah,
They're just too good, man.
Yeah, we're the best. No, no. There's its own society there for stained glass. There's like magazine, just all stained glass, and this group of stained glass artists out there.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, I paint stained glasses, but I don't call myself a stained glass artist because I'm not really creating my own.
Right, you're not cutting glass. You're not like.
I don't have a real voice in the work. I'm
Right.
more like a craftsman, just make the work.
So you never did your own thing, like one of your characters or anything in stained glass, just to do it because
Probably
you're there.
not, yeah.
You never did one.
I kind of enjoy just work there and not thinking. To me, working there is almost like vacation because I don't have to. But working on my own thing is more like work. But working there, it's just like I just create work. I just do a good job, whatever they tell me to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's okay.
It's quite a commute from Chino to Pasadena, Highland Park.
Yeah, that's why I used to live out here when I worked there, and then once I moved out, my plan was to just focus my own thing.
Yeah.
But then once in a while, I still do part time there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, did you tell me you broke one once?
Oh yeah, I broke a very old window before. It was an accident, and it's a window section of Jesus' foot. It's like it just cracked over there.
So will you guys just replace the glass?
They tried to like put a plate of like another plate of glass on top and paint it over and try to glue everything together. Just try to fix it. And yeah, I feel really bad about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But how did it look? Did it get
looks
fixed?
fine. It gets fixed, but I still broke a historical thing, so it's kind of sad.
Oh.
I had to bring that up.
I
Wow.
know, but but my boss was, he understand and he was nice, and so he just kind of took the hit, and then but then I introduced James Jean to him. So
Yeah, so there.
there, kind of.
And
fixed
then he got to go to Japan, and
it. Yeah.
yeah. Did he go to Korea? Oh, he went to Korea
Korea, yeah.
and Japan, and he made some good projects.
Yeah, I think they're doing pretty good now. They do a lot of project with different artists too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. They're doing pretty well with they try to bring a lot of modern artists into stained glass world. So there's a new project that just finished for it's at San Francisco Airport. What's her name? Sarah Ken, or I think it's Sarah. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
yeah.
Stainless would be interesting. It definitely would be interesting because, how are you Because that's you mentioned like the lead, right? Like, so a lot of that lead is like kind of like they take the colored glass, they cut it, they put lead in between the pieces, and then they bake it, or they
so basically they cut the glass. You have to design on a computer. Well, back then they used pencil and marker, but now we just use computer, design it, and it will print it out, and then you will have the cutter to use the pattern to cut the glass.
Right.
Once the glass is cut, it goes to the painter to paint, and once it's painted, we'll put it into the oven and bake it. And once it's baked to 1200 degree, and the paint will fuse with the glass. It will basically last almost forever. And then you let it together with the lead strips and solder them together, and then you cement it, then clean it. It's very labor intensive.
So the paint fuses with the glass.
Yeah, the paint is made from ground up glasses. So
so it's like a glaze, or it's almost kind of like a glaze, right? Like, because isn't that like ceramic glaze? Actually?
Right, exactly, pretty much. Once you bake it, it just fuses together.
Wow. Oh, I get it. I didn't even know. I was like, acrylic paint? Like, what are you doing?
No.
I see.
Yeah,
Special paint.
Special.
Awesome.
Yeah, you have to mix the paint yourself from powder.
Oh.
Yeah. And you can use water. There's water-based paint, and then you do oil-based with lavender oils painted on top.
Oils.
Yeah, oil paint. So you can have softer texture.
I'm gonna have to see how these kind of things
they
like
have tours at the studio.
Right.
So, yeah, you can go to a tour. You can sign up. It's pretty fun. We'll put the link underneath.
Oh, Eric, you got your work
Lots
cut
of
out.
links.
So we have that massage link and
I got the
stained
massage
glass.
one, and then stained glass, and then what else?
Some video.
Some
kind of
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Scorsese video or something, right? Wasn't there some short film or something?
Man, my memory is just going crap.
Terrible.
So what's the biggest project you've ever worked on with your like artwork?
I made something
they're
really big for David Chao one time. It's like a commission piece. It's about 4 by 5 feet.
Wasn't it on display at the Oakland Museum, or?
Oh no, that's a different piece. Yeah, this something a little even larger. But I never really show it anywhere else.
Was that the
It's
one with the
just-
robot? That's not the robot.
It's like a Rottweiler robot dog. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's the largest piece I ever done.
Those things are amazing.
Yeah, I really want to make my work larger, enlarge the pieces, but maybe later on.
Yeah, I when I see those big ones, it's just so complicated.
Oh yeah.
I know, like, how are you planning it, or are you just kind of doing it as you're going? Because some of it has like a lot of wood pieces,
Right.
and it looks like each piece cannot have been.
No,
Yeah.
it's just I would just build it as he goes, and I try to keep things symmetrical. So I'll build one side and then try to copy it the same on the other side.
So you're like cutting two pieces at the same time?
No, I'll just build one side and then just kind of try to copy the other side.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I will cut at the same time. Yeah.
But it's because like a lot of people think you're doing Sculpey, but then man, Sculpey's the easy part. It seems like all the rest is actually more complicated.
Yeah, the wood part takes a long time. Yeah.
I mean, you're just gluing wood, right?
Yeah, basically.
It's like toothpicks, you know,
Right.
like it's not toothpicks, but it just seems like it's so complicated.
Right. It's
I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man?
Yeah, it's
So
very labor intensive. And then you just dropped it and then I had to start over
You've done that?
once.
Oh wow.
I'm surprised only once.
So
Yeah.
because like some of the pieces that were older, maybe when you weren't using the same material or glue.
No, right.
Some of those fell apart and they were complicated. I'm like, how
Right.
the fuck are you gonna put this back together? It looks like a pile of fucking bones,
Right.
basically. Just like
Yeah, sometimes I'm happy it falls
Yeah.
apart so I can fix it right there before somebody buy it. You
Uh-huh.
know? Yeah, if I can. Yeah, every time I finish the piece, I'll shake it. I'll shake really hard, and
Really?
it usually just if it stays together, it means it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Then usually once in a while when we've sold one, we've shipped it and then it still breaks apart.
yeah, you can. That's
Yeah.
it's sculpture. It's 3-dimensional. It is fragile.
Yeah.
So no matter how strong it is, it's still possible.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be.
No.
Yeah.
Do you still have the same warranty?
Yeah, it's like lifetime warranty. My lifetime. When I die, that's it. No more fixing.
Wow, that's really you offer that to people who purchase your.
Well,
your
I never charge people for fixing the work, but I just tell them, you gotta wait until I have time to work on it.
right. Like, what about what if they lived like another state or something like that?
They
Like,
ship
it to me. Yeah, ship
They
it to
ship
me.
it, yeah.
I'll fix it.
We
'cause-
received some and
Yeah,
get it taken care
it's
of.
not their fault. It break like during
It-
shipping.
yeah.
It just happens. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
I'll fix it. Yeah, it's
wow,
fine.
that's some dedication to your work.
Yeah.
Well, I think literally you might be the only one who can fix your own work, though. Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if someone else should be touching that stuff.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little.
It's
weird.
really
Yeah.
complicated. That's something you're so good at. But I think one of the funniest stories is when we did that one art show that was in the boxes. What was it called? Like it was the Audrey Kawasaki's
Oh,
curated.
that was a really fun.
But it was
piece, yeah.
it was art that was in a wood box.
right. It's like
But-
shadow box.
But the whole thing is you made a rad piece, but then the piece I remember was the one by Rebecca Green that came broken.
right.
Like she shipped it and she made a diorama and it all fell apart in shipping. And then it was so awesome that I was kind of like, okay, so, and she saw it and was so bummed. And I was like, okay, I think I have the person, Sean Chao, who can fix this. And she didn't know who you were.
Right.
So I showed her your link and pictures of your work and she went, oh, like he can fix this. You know what I mean? Like she was like, I'm honored. Like this guy, because she was trying to make something like, a diorama that you might make, but yours is like 10 times
Her
more.
work's so beautiful.
But she was so happy. And then
Yeah.
to fix the painting part, I got Andrew because there was like some of the painting got
Right,
messed
right.
up. And I was like, well, Andrew Hem said he would help fix the painting part. And she was like, holy shit. Like, someone she really admires. So I got like Sean and Andrew Hem to fix her piece. And she was just like, whoa. She was stoked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It's just funny that you were able to fix that thing. Like to you guys, I think it was very easy because it wasn't that complicated, but
Yeah.
I thought that was just funny. I was like, I got the guy. I got the guy that can fix this. No problem.
Yeah, that was a very beautiful piece.
Yeah. It was just funny. And Andrew, of course, was being all like jokey, romantic the whole time
It's so fun.
because it had like a character that was like, I think just sitting in the box. It was her. And then there was another character or something like that. And Andrew was like, well, I'm going to make a character of myself sitting next to you. It was just funny. It was cute. Anyways. Yeah, man. So aren't you going to miss making like these kind of projects since you're going to be like,
No, I'll still make it, but
just
I just want to take my time to make them, and not worry about if it's sold or not, and
Right.
turn it into, yeah.
You're not motivated by the deadline. I always kind of feel like the
I do,
deadline
I do,
is kind
yeah.
of like the thing that keeps me like on track.
Right.
Like if I had a choice between like doing work and doing anything else, I probably would like
do everything else?
doing anything.
I know you.
anything else. Because not it's not that I'm not thinking about my work when I'm doing anything else, because I'm constantly thinking about work. But
Right.
like it's one thing to think about work; it's another thing to actually do it.
Right.
You know.
No, I think this deadline really helps pushing me to finish works for sure.
Sure.
But then, but the idea of doing this as like
A full-time.
full time is very stressful. You have to be your own boss.
Right.
Like you get sick, but there's no sick day. You just have to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're probably one of the only artists that I'm like friendly with that like, has decided to take this kind of leap. It's, I think it's interesting because,
Sure.
it's, because like, doing the art thing is a huge gamble
Right.
on one hand, but it's also kind of living a dream
Right.
on the other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Does that like kind of
Well, I feel like
conflicted?
yeah, it's very conflicted. I feel like going a little crazy a few months ago. Like this idea came up about doing something else instead of just focusing on my own art.
Right.
But then, now and then I think about, I can still do this. I can still do art, but then I don't have to be that stressed about money, about, making this thing. But it's like, I don't know, this works. I enjoy making these works, but if I think about this size of the piece I usually sell for this price, but then I want to spend extra few days to work on this. But then if I really, put in the time into calculating how much I'll be making this piece, I'll be working minimum wage.
Right.
It's like that happens so often
Right.
for my work, to a point I feel like, I feel a little too stressed just making this work just for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just make this on my own pace, just make it into a perfection, a piece I'm really happy,
Right.
and not worry about the price.
Do you feel like you're kind of, kind of cutting things short because of time and deadlines?
It happens a few times, not often. See, that's the problem. I don't want that happen. That's why I end up spending so much extra time making the piece.
Right.
Yeah, and they all came out really as how I envisioned.
Yeah.
But then I end up spending like so much time on it. It's like almost don't want to sell it.
Right. Right.
For that price. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been doing these sculptures. I guess the first ones that I remember were the ones at maybe Giant Robot San Francisco. You
Right,
did the
right.
series,
Right.
I mean, then you were doing some dioramas too. That was like the very beginning, right?
Right.
Yeah. But then they've just, am I wrong? Have they just gotten more complicated?
Oh yeah, everything become more complicated. Yeah, at some point, I'm able to do more detail with my works,
Yeah.
and
They're supposed to get lazier and make it faster,
I know, that's the thing.
You took more time, I think.
Exactly.
You went the opposite way.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
have a friend that also an artist that he does these really intricate wood cutting pieces, like really thin, fine wood pieces, and then he just collaged them together. Very beautiful work, and he has similar problem. He spends so much time making these works, and then it's giving ourselves like problem. Like, why do we do so much detail with the work? Why can't we just do something more simple? But I don't know. That's just how we make art. Yeah. But then you can't always compare that into like money. Like, it doesn't equal to money. Like, the detail is not. The more detail doesn't mean it's better. Some people can make a very simple drawing, but it just looks so beautiful, so like masterpiece. But that's not my work. My work, I really enjoy making those details. But that really just makes it so hard.
Yeah. It just kind of eats at your time.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think, Luke, you're the opposite. I think you've kind of mastered the scaling of up and down of works for different prices and events.
Sure.
I think you've kind of figured out what to do there. And I mean, at least in Post-it Show, it works. Man, some of those drawings are rough and people still want them. So it works out. But, the price is the right price for it. So it all works out.
Right.
Yeah. So I noticed that.
Wow. I see. Like, I always kind of feel like, that's the tough part, right? Like, no matter like what you do, it should be a consistent, like, like upward kind of curve. It should go like this and then start like once you reach a certain peak, like price peak, it starts going like you start creeping, like you slow down in the pricing,
Right.
Scale, But like it's hard because like the like if I knew how if I knew the answers on like how you price your work up and stuff like that, like then I think everyone would know, and because it would be obvious, it's tough. I always kind of feel like no matter what, you have to kind of price your work. You have to try and like increase the cost with every year,
Right,
a
exactly.
little bit. At least in moderate steps, unless like the hype beast fucking like like comes down, and bat wings and goes, Sean Chao, I bless thee with
But
hype.
I just know that I don't know, the price changed though. Your prices went up a lot, a little
Right.
over time.
Over
It's
time,
been a
right,
while.
right.
But like I know the small diorama boxes are at least 300, right?
Right.
And these are tiny. Like to me, I'm always thinking they're like this, right?
Right.
And they're like, what is that? Maybe like 4" by 3" or something.
Right.
Yeah, that box is, and that's like 300 plus usually.
Right.
Even more, right?
Right.
Around there, 350, something
Right.
like that. Yeah, and I noticed that. I'm like, because I remember when those were low, like 100 and something.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Yeah.
if you think about it,
Yeah.
that's a small piece,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And it looks
That's awesome.
but it's like it take me maybe 3-4 days to make
does?
those. Yeah.
Oh my
'cause-
God. Okay.
And then I'm selling for $325,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
there's
gallery commission.
commission,
Yeah, I know.
and then I'll be making $8 an hour, maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good, man, compared to China. Compared to China.
Yeah.
But my mom has one on her wall. She loves it.
It's cool.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
it's a small one, but she has it on her wall, like proudly displayed. So
Right.
yeah.
I still have the Post-it note.
Right.
that I got from you. It was a little robot head Post-it
yeah.
note. Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it actually not a drawing? It's actually 3D.
Yeah, it's 3D.
Oh, see how good that is.
And then you like even showed up with an acrylic box,
Yeah.
to put display it in.
Did you have yours is an acrylic box?
Came in an acrylic box.
What the fuck?
And how much was that?
25
bucks.
I know. Yep. So you got $12.50.
Yeah.
Hey, pretty good.
And I drove all the way from Chino. It took me an hour and a half. My gas.
I think this is back when I want to believe this is when you still lived in Alhambra.
Yeah, you live
Oh
in
yeah, no,
Alhambra.
I was just joking.
So, yeah, it was really cheap to get here.
Right.
But no, I remember those pieces were amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's
Are
this little like robot head, and I had a little dude kind
Yeah.
of singing.
Are you gonna do Post-it show?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
making super tiny oysters.
Fuck yeah.
Oh wow.
There you go.
We could do clams.
Clams too, yeah.
Instead of oysters, you could do like because like like steamed dead clams.
Just open up though like that.
Or you can even do mussels, like like the orange ones. They're all cooked. Like just
Right.
put the X eyes on there, and people, you call it the cause and effect.
Oh.
Thing. Oh.
Oh, Cause watch. Again, Cause has to get mentioned every episode.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's just my jealousy brewing, But like, I don't know, because they have those tiny little clams, like
Right.
But like it's just that's this thing. If you're still sticking with this like
The whole
bivalve
seafood.
this bivalve kind of thing, then
Right.
but like,
Yeah.
so like with these. Like you're what type of materials did you say
So it's still the same kind of materials I use for my sculptures. It's just Sculpey clay, and then I paint it with acrylic. And
Is it white Sculpey or is it the pink one?
it looks
it's
like
the
almost
pink one,
transparent.
the super Sculpey,
Super
Super
Sculpey is.
Sculpey.
And then you
Yeah.
coat it in resin.
and then I coat it with resin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it looks almost transparent because I also use this transparent clay.
Right,
translucent
like this
clay.
area has a translucency of
Right,
Oh
it.
yeah.
right.
Is that
Yeah.
Sculpey also? It's
That's-
They have it right. A
They
translucent
do,
one.
but
yeah?
the one I use translucent, I use a different brand.
And it's the
What's
same
called?
thing, though? It's-
Primo, I think.
And you still just use a toaster oven.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something simple.
So I always tell people when they do Sculpey, because I learned it from you, is
Right.
you turn on the oven and then turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, and because you open it too, right?
Right.
Because otherwise a toaster oven actually it'll burn. Like if you leave it in for 15 minutes straight, it's gonna burn.
Didn't
right?
Yeah.
something happen here with with an oven, a toaster
for
oven?
For the
Oh, did you
one
burn?
of
Did you burn
the-
everybody's stuff, or did Dean do it?
I think
Somebody
at
burned-
some point we burned some Sculpey, but that happens. Yeah,
but
it's
if you're not
okay.
paying attention to it, you're gonna burn it. But I mean, the
Yeah.
one technique is turn it on, turn it off, turn it on and off.
Right.
So if you do that, it'll kind of like cool down a little bit, and then because
Right.
otherwise it'll just burn and turn black.
Yeah, it really.
Yeah.
If you want to make something larger, just make sure you you just kind of fold the foil
Yeah, use foil.
inside, and then you wrap the foil with the clay, so the middle is hollow.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
So you only just bake the outside.
Yeah, because like when you have that much clay and you don't have the
It doesn't really bake through. Yeah.
And you need to, and it becomes an issue with weight too, right?
Right, it's
You know.
too heavy, and once the outside is completely cooked, the inside still kind of soft, and eventually will crack because the oil, the
Really?
moisture. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
Because I'd make those cat, the cat figures things I was making. I turn those on and off, and I do it for a while, like longer than 15 minutes, just to make sure. Because it is kind of like maybe the widest part might be it's less than an inch, but
right. I mean,
Yeah.
even that side, even these.
I just keep I bake
even
it.
these, you see the kind of the fatty part
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
oyster.
Yeah.
Inside has a little piece of foil.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should be
Really?
using foil then.
Yeah.
I don't think mine's ever cracked though, any of them, but
Probably not. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Well, it's also a way you save money on material.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right
Yeah.
now, Michael's, the Michael's, the craft store,
Yes.
50% off.
But just
one
they
item.
They only has small box.
Yeah, it's small box. Oh, they
Yeah.
have the big box of the white Sculpey, but not super Sculpey.
No, not
At
super
least I didn't
Sculpey.
see it.
No.
But I bought a box of Sculpey today for $9 because it's 50% off.
Nice.
So
I'm on
There
the
you go.
Michael's mailing list, and
Yeah. Yeah.
they offer those kind of offers
Yeah.
all the
yeah,
time.
but usually it's 40, not 50%. Today
Yeah.
was 50.
Oh.
50.
I don't. Yeah, the
I used-
closest Michael's to me is in Pasadena.
Yeah.
and
So this, it's just like we have
They
it.
all usually have a lot of 50%
Yeah, they have
off.
yeah. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna get my Sculpey cheap. Yeah, because
This must have been pretty fun to put together, like especially compared to like some of your other stuff, where it's like you're like doing like arms and legs and torsos and heads and everything like that. This is like put.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy making these. Yeah.
And then
right.
like, cause like like it's surprising the kind of detail that you're getting out of, especially with these little like, the
Right.
the
They're amazing.
edges and like
these are beautiful.
like especially like from like this far, it looks so natural to me.
like a real oyster.
Yeah, like a real
for
fucking
sure.
oyster.
Yeah, very
like,
cool.
It's not until I get really close where I'm beginning like, oh, I guess you could see the brush marks, but like it's very subtle.
Right.
That's
I mean,
cool.
I kind of like the fact that you can see it's actually painted too, so it's not.
But we don't really know. I mean, I don't know exactly what a real oyster looks like in the end. I've eaten them, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
you never really look at it.
no,
for a long
yeah,
time,
yeah.
huh?
So like this, I'm saying is I don't really know what it looks like. So
But it looks like an oyster to me.
all your things look like an oyster to me, but I don't know what a real one even looks like.
Did
know
you
what I'm saying?
study a lot of oysters?
Like, I
for
sort of
these?
don't know.
Oh, that's the thing. I did a lot of research by
Yeah.
just going out and eat oysters.
Oh, Sean, you also have a funny story about eating. Are you allowed to talk about that?
What?
About your Taiwan trip and eating a lot?
Oh,
because
yeah.
before you left on the trip, I was trying to feed you as much as I could.
Oh, that was last.
I was trying to make you chubby little Sean
yeah,
Chao, man.
that's kind of funny. Because I had this military issue. I need to serve in Taiwan, supposedly.
So there's required.
Mandatory military service for people who had citizenship in Taiwan.
Oh.
And but I never served military. I was here since high school. So what happened was there's a loophole you can get out of. You just need to get really fat. So
Like what is like really fat according to Taiwan?
I think they don't even check the fat density or the muscle.
Right.
It's just your weight and your height.
Oh.
So if you're this high and over, there's a chart.
So where did you get
So
up to?
I have to get up to 200, or is it 25 pounds?
Whoa, how tall are you?
5'3". No, I'm kidding.
What am I, 5'8", 5'7", something like that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to feed Sean a lot.
Yeah,
I
so
was like, come on, Sean, let's go eat.
Yeah, 2 years ago I ate so much. We were just like trying to find excuse to go eat, and then I started this lobster club. So we went out to eat lobsters with my friends. It's lobster, LOV, love.
Dude, where was the invitation for me,
No,
man?
let's go. Let's go. It's still happening.
Well, you're still trying to get big again?
No, but
Oh.
we'll just go eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Fucking
Yeah.
get that. Like, there's I've been talking to Mari and like about going and getting like those deep fried crabs with all the fried garlic and chilies on there.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
There's
go
a,
eat.
Yeah, there's a bunch of places in my neighborhood.
Right.
I went to one in West Covina, actually, like a
Yeah.
seafood place, like an all-you-can-eat seafood place.
Oh.
It was good.
No,
It was
let's
a
go
while
eat.
ago. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's about time to have another one. We usually do this once a month. We just go eat. We
Yeah.
have an Instagram page for that too, but it's private.
So weird. So,
Yeah.
wait, what were you eating to gain the most weight? Like, what was it? Like, what worked?
I remember you bought me a dinner for that beef bowl
Yeah, well, you had to
thing.
eat the big one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
ordered
made you eat the
big
big
bowl.
one.
Like we had donuts, we had pizza, we had I don't know. It's just a lot of.
Was there
food.
something that worked the best where you're just like, man, this is just making me fat?
Yeah.
Just lots of rice or something? Or what was it?
No, just bacons.
Bacon?
Yeah, bacon's are
get
great,
that pork
yeah.
belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of donuts, I finally made my way out to Donut Man.
What'd you think?
It's better, I'm not impressed by the fresh strawberry donuts at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
like the rat tails a lot more than
Rat
the-
tails. I
you
love that.
know,
Tiger tails.
Tiger tails.
Yeah,
That's
rat
pretty
tails,
cool.
the Asian haircut, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
It looks like a rat's tail
Sure,
to me.
okay.
So
I like that a lot, actually. Tiger
yeah.
tails, my
Yeah,
favorite.
tiger tails are good.
Sure.
Mhm.
Have you been there?
Yeah. I actually live not too far from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's south, right? Just south.
Yeah, south of it. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, basically every time I go to take the metro to go to work before, I have to drive past Donut Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. So I'm trying to think of like where Chino is, and I
It's
know
kind of south, that's all right.
Yeah,
It's like below.
further south. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like around 60 freeway
yeah,
past Pomona.
past Pomona.
But you have to
Yeah.
go south a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
south. a little
Because
bit.
like the getting to I was just thinking of like the 605 to the 210, and that's anyways.
You're way past the 605.
yeah,
yeah.
past 605,
By
and then you
far.
go 71 south. Oh, 57. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, we're talking about.
It's way out there. Yeah. So wait, you're a single guy. Tell us some stories
Oh my
about dating,
God.
man. This guy. Only reason why I know is you've shown up here for dates. Like you come here, and I'm like, oh, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet my date is gonna be coming here. So
Yeah.
and you did that like at least 2 times,
Yeah.
maybe more. I mean, which is, I'm
don't
like,
know
oh,
if-
weird. And then a woman came once and said she was kind of looking at your art and saying, I think we're going on a date. Something she said, or something like that. So she came here to see your stuff, and she was kind of asking me questions about you.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, he's a really nice guy. And she was like, oh, that's good. Oh, cool.
Scoping it out.
Yeah, she was scoping it out, doing her due diligence.
Yeah, you
but
gotta do that.
so I was wondering how that was going because
Ooh.
you went on a lot of dates, I think. Am I
Really?
wrong?
Not
Seems
a
like
lot
it.
of date. I mean, nobody want to know about this.
I think people want to know, man.
like
No.
artist dating lives. You
Yeah.
know. So,
No, it's nothing really going on stable for now. Yeah, because I live too far. I guess. Yeah.
There's got to be a bunch of single people who live out there.
Well, recently I went out on a date, and then to me it's like just kind of just meeting people. Just try to just be friendly and meet people, and then not always work out. It's cool. Just have dinner or lunch, coffee, whatever. Just hang out. But then there's one recent one. We were just watching some TV, but then she decided to watch the really bad cartoon, like boss baby. I
Oh.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
And then-
Boss Baby.
And then just kind of like, oh my god, why am I watching this? And then I fall asleep, and then it just all right. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
But was she into it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I sometimes it works. Sometimes just kind of all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that it was better in Taiwan. Is that true?
Oh my god.
Is that true?
It's just yeah. Well, I hang out in Taiwan. When I was in Taiwan, I was there for 3 months this year because I was back to hang out with my family. My grandpa was turning 100-year old.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I just tried to spend some time in Taiwan and I made some work for my grandpa, like just to celebrate his.
Oh yeah, you
birthday.
posted that piece, right?
Right. I
Oh, that
made
was a really good one.
3 big pieces.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time just stay
Wow.
home working. Yeah. But then my spare time, without other than spending time with family, I went out some dates with Taiwanese people.
And
it's
you
fun.
said it was better.
Did you like?
Yeah,
did
it's
you
actually
were you
fun.
using online? Do you use like dating apps?
Yeah, online dating app. Yeah. But just go out and meet people.
Do they have like what app do they use in Taiwan? It's not like Tinder or fucking.
No,
Tinder.
I didn't. They have that, but I don't use Tinder. I use what is it?
Coffee and donuts.
Oh yeah.
Or what's it called?
Bagel and donut.
Oh,
bagel and coffee.
Bagel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Yeah, just hang out.
They use it in Taiwan.
Yeah, they use that in Taiwan.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know it was international.
I mean, it's fun. We just hang out. We go out and eat and drink and make friends. Yeah, it's cool.
Albert Reyes says, "Spill the beans, man."
Spill the beans.
Yeah, Albert Reyes said, "Spill the beans."
No.
I think he's unsatisfied with these answers.
Nitty gritty shit, man.
No, it's all
Yeah.
good.
But over there, it's just people are open to hang out, and they're not like,
It's not like a race to the fucking wedding altar or some shit like that.
exactly. So, and over there, I guess over here, Asian men is not like the most desirable kind of, how do you call it? Say that?
Yeah,
It's like,
the Asian men have like for a majority of I think American history, Asian men have always been kind of looked have been always perceived as like we're digging into like the shit from the 1980s with the Long Duck Dong fucking shit, and there's been a perception of what Asian men are like in America. They are considered unattractive. They are considered maybe even effeminate. They're considered wimpy. They do not fucking are not non-dominant. They they're nerds. They are robots. With like no creative spirit or whatever shit like that.
They're bears with no creative spirit.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
no, they're like oysters too. There's no creative spirit.
Yeah, no, I mean, what I'm talking about. The
Yeah.
fucking Giant Robot was the reason. One of the reasons why I love Giant Robot was the fact that like it was something that you guys like took head on, in the magazine. The
Right.
perception of Asian men in the United States. Obviously, it's changed a lot, nowadays,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
with the advent of Korean K-pop, BTS, all these fucking like. Suddenly, like there's like fucking like chicks rubbing it out to fucking pretty K boys, Korean boys,
Rubbing one out.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
know,
I think they were rubbing one out to Chao Yun Fat too, though.
Who rubs it out to that fucking doughboy? Come
Chao
on.
Yun Fat, man, killing all kinds of people. No,
no.
nah, they liked him.
No,
he even came here.
No, like it's like fucking like Jet Li and fucking Aaliyah in Romeo Must Fucking Die.
That's an effeminate little martial artist man, though.
Yeah, and like like they're like the entire time they tried like selling us this fucking romantic fucking thing
No.
between fucking
No.
like whatever. That's the reason why fucking like I like was like go Glenn when during fucking during fucking Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Like like I think Glenn was one of the fucking few times that you see fucking like an Asian dude smash a fucking white chick.
Yeah, but it was during an apocalypse Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
It was
But you
either-
know what?
it was
of
either-
all the fucking Punani and fucking Walking Dead, I would have gone for that one.
Okay, but she had she didn't have many choices out there.
Yeah. Well,
I mean-
yeah. Neither did he.
So that's why they smashed.
Yeah. But the thing is that like, you know, it could have like been completely different fucking scenario.
Okay, that's true.
You know.
Yeah.
So, you know, smashed and impregnated.
Right. Oh, smashed and grabbed the whole thing. He just shoplifted.
You know, but fucking like, you know, it's so like, yeah, I think that like, you know, it like, you know, the perception of Asian men obviously is changing,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
but like,
Romantic comedies and all that stuff actually becoming somewhat hits in Hollywood and
yeah, fucking
for what
like,
it's worth, you know?
fucking what's his name and fucking, you know, Harold and Kumar, fucking, you know,
John Cho.
Yeah, smashing face with a fucking, you know, with a like a white chick at the end of the first Harold and Kumar, you know, go to White Castle movie, I think. I don't remember. That movie was fucking shit.
but he was like he was the horny Asian buffoon in which one was it, American Pie or something like that, you know, or right? Wasn't he like he was like a side character? Wasn't he in that?
Was
one?
he like?
I
Wasn't
think
he
so.
like drooling over the MILF thing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, he was the MILF guy.
You know, I mean, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that.
Horny Asian buffoon.
There's a parallel with that to sexy American girlfriend.
Yeah, it was a little bit bad. I was kind of like, I don't know, but
You know,
nonetheless, yeah, it's changed.
Shit.
Yeah.
You know, but like, yeah, you know, it's yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, you know, thank you for taking the subject there.
Yeah.
This is a very
So
giant Roblox subject.
Should there be a bumper sticker that says "Rub one out to BTS"? You know, like it goes on a bumper sticker.
I rubbed one out to BTS.
Yeah, because you know, like they have "Listen to Black Sabbath" the T-shirts. It's just rub one out to BTS.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know. No, I mean, like, I mean, like, you know, and then, like, you know, I mean, then if you really want to get fucking politically incorrect, you have like all these fucking like Asian chicks like who like just like are just hungry for white cock. You know, I mean, like, you know, what the fuck is up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
either.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a thing, but it is a trend, especially like all these fucking white dudes, fucking like just like going like, you know, like all fetished out for fucking Asian chicks.
It still exists.
It
big time.
totally fucking
Yeah.
exists.
I was like, God, maybe it's a little more like, I thought maybe it's a little more subtle. Like, you know, it's been called out so many times, but then I think it's, if anything, it's like, no, it's just more overt. It's more overt, right?
I've had so many Asian friends, Asian female friends who would like freak out because like they'd find out that their current boyfriend, like, you know,
was a weeaboo.
was constant, was always was like, you know,
yeah.
hungry for, you know, Asian punani.
Yep. Yep. Yellow fever.
Yellow fucking fever,
Yeah.
man. You know.
I feel like it's
funny.
It's more overt than it ever was. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking white dude's fucking beating off to fucking BTS too.
Yeah.
You know, I tugged one out for BTS.
Tug one out to Sean Chao.
So I guess my point was when I was in Taiwan,
He was tugging one out everywhere.
did that make you feel awkward? I mean, like, you know, like.
no, I was just saying that my point was when I went back to Taiwan, there's no such issue. It's like, you know, we're all Asian there.
Oh, seriously! Like
Yeah.
when I was using Tinder back in the day, like I would like, you know, be like, you know, I would rarely connect with people in the United States, but then like
Yeah.
when I take it to Shanghai or to Taiwan,
Right.
You know, and I just start swiping, it's like ding, ding, ding.
That's,
You know,
yeah, I think that's my point. Yeah, over there it's just it's, you know,
like that's just the way it
it's
goes. You're
normal.
surrounded
Yeah.
by fucking Asian dick.
Oops. Wow, that shit was loud.
Sorry. You know, I got it.
I thought it was like a special effect.
I was
you
like,
guys
whoa.
having.
I know. Yeah, I'm getting swamped by Asian dicks.
Asian dick detector. You know?
Awesome.
You know, it's a thing. It's a thing. The United States is a thing, and a lot of it has a lot to do with the history of this country.
That's true,
You know,
yeah.
and the perceptions of like, you know, coolies, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. You know, in this country, you know, subservient Asian pieces of shit.
And it's like portrayed that way in media a lot, you know, like especially way back. It's just fucked up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the stuff in media, like movies and so bad. But getting better now, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they show that Asian men can dance. Thank you,
yeah.
BTS.
Oh yeah, and also like all those breakdancer kids, like
Those Korean b-boys.
yeah,
Fuck yeah, man.
the greatest in the world.
Do you ever
maybe.
watch? Do you ever watch those Korean b-boy videos?
I think I saw one. Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing. There's those guys are fucking bad.
No,
fucking
it's
ass.
amazing. You're like, well, really, an Asian guy can do this? I never thought so. I always thought it would be like, you know, whatever, white or black
And
or whatever.
the most rockabilly fucking people I've ever seen in my life are usually Japanese. Like those Japanese rockabilly dudes, like back in the day, like with their rockabilly girls, you know, like the poodle skirts and like the perfect fucking like duck bill. You
yeah.
know, like they're fucking hard. So they fucking put to shame all the fucking like white fucking rockabilly dudes. You know, the white rockabilly dudes just look fucking white trash, and fucking, you know, the fucking Asian rockabilly dudes were totally slick.
Guitar Wolf.
Oh,
Guitar Wolf.
I used to play fucking when I was a
Really
college
cool.
radio DJ guy. I would play Guitar Wolf stuff, and I would like you'd always like, you know, level it up to like most records to like 9 or 10, but with Guitar Wolf you always level it down to like 8. You know, because or 7, because their music was so fucking loud.
Yeah. Very cool, those
Anyway,
guys.
Sorry for going off on. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. So, Sean, speaking of music, what kind of stuff are you into? I don't know you as a music guy.
I listen to all kind of music. It's like kind of random. Yeah.
Like what? BTS?
Like
Like
lot of
punk rock?
indies. Yeah, some punk rock
Really?
too. Yeah.
I have no idea. I feel like you don't listen to music, but I
I
guess you
do.
do.
I do. I have a list of stuff, but yeah, I don't really like have a specific music I listen to. I listen to different kind of music. I even listen classical, like whatever. Yeah, any kind. It depends on the mood.
Right on. Yeah, I always wondered. I don't see you as a music guy.
No, no. I'm not like specific like into like any genre, but I do listen to different kind.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, how do you usually? I mean, do you usually put music on when you're working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music on and
Like, do you have like playlists that you've created, or do you just like throw the radio?
I have a list of music I like. So it just sometimes will just jump like from this style and all of a sudden to a different kind of music. Yeah.
So you're from Taiwan, though, right?
Yeah. And sometimes I listen like old school Chinese song too.
Oh, cool. Well, so like, I'm curious. Like, why did you come out to the United States? What was it about the United States? Like, did you? I'm assuming that you were artistic, you know, when you were a
Right.
child. Like, did you feel like, okay, if I want to have a career as an artist, you know, my best bet is to come to the United States because blah blah blah, or
Well, I came here. One reason was, well, my parents just kind of hope I can have a different kind of education after high school. And then my sister was happening in the States at the time. So they thought, oh, it'd be nice just send me here to stay with my sister.
is your sister still in the States?
Yeah, she lives in Irvine with husband, kids,
Oh,
all
okay.
that. Yeah. And ever since I just stay here. And
Do you have any other siblings?
I have a brother, but he's in Taiwan though.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a different career path. He's a musician, and he went to school in Europe instead of the States. So
What kind of instrument?
violin. It's kind of like traditional stuff.
Did you ever play violin?
I don't. I didn't learn that. My brother was kind of he has more of these music talent than me, so he just kind of focused on that. So I mean, we grew up in Taiwan, you know, during the 80s, and that's the kind of time like they has that economic boom.
Right.
So parents kind of just take their kids to try to learn different kind of, you know, after school activities like talent stuff. So
Right.
my brother got to learn music, and I got into drawing and paintings, and we both have our own thing.
Does your sister do anything artistic?
Not really. She's just not really into it. Yeah.
Do you see your sister a lot, or do you? Like,
We'll probably see each other once a month.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to spend time, but she has 2 kids and she has more of a different kind of lifestyle. Has kids and husband, and just kind of spend all the time with kids mostly.
Right.
Little kids now, so yeah.
Right. I mean, that's your whatchamacallit,
And
nephews and
Yeah, nephews. She's a lot older than me too. And she's like 11 years older than me.
Oh, that's
So,
significant.
Yeah, so she has a totally different kind of life going on.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but like, what did you think? Did you feel like, like, I mean, like, okay, your parents encouraged you to come on out here, but
Mhm.
like, did you feel like that this country had something that, you could benefit from outside of Taiwan?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like this year, I went back to Taiwan. Then I realized, oh, I am really American. I'm not used to this life in Taiwan anymore. It's like, this is not the lifestyle I can handle in Taiwan. It's so compact and everything, and you're really living a life with your family,
Right.
because you're constantly you see your family every day, and you go to try to see your grandparents every weekend. That's kind of lifestyle they have there. It's very family.
Are they in
oriented.
Taipei or?
In Taipei, yeah.
Okay.
Like everything is just about family. You try to just yours like over here, like people kind of they have. I'm just talking about conventional family. They go to church on weekends,
Right.
and then that's kind of like their center of like spiritual kind of.
It's a
thing.
community kind
Community,
of thing.
yeah. But in Taiwan, it's more about your parents, your grandparents. You just kind of like you just want to be around them on weekends, kind of thing. Yeah. So that's kind of the lifestyle there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just.
Not into it.
I mean, I still enjoyed it, but I don't think I can.
Maintain that kind of.
Yeah, I feel like I'm too individual out
Right,
here now,
right.
like American kind of way of life. Yeah.
Did you? I mean, like, living out in Chino. I mean, I'm assuming it's kind of isolated.
Oh, it's really isolated. I kind of don't like it anymore.
I guess it's a fun novelty for a couple of years, and then
Yeah, I really enjoy making art and have these solo shows with GR and making things and have have my own time
right.
doing things. But at some point, I just realized, you know what? I kind of enjoy socializing with people, and
Right.
out there, there's just nothing going on.
Yeah.
You're pretty social though. In general, it seems
In
like.
ge-
Yeah,
in
man.
general.
It seems like you like going out and hanging out. So
Right.
I
And
noticed
that's why
that.
I don't like it. Like
Yeah.
being out there, it's too isolated.
I think it's
And-
one thing to know that, like, I mean, just speaking for myself personally, like, it's nice. It's good to know that the things are just there, like within reach, and you could just choose. Like, nah, not tonight. No, I'm just gonna stay in.
Right.
But like, when you have that, like, it's right out there, but it's like fucking 2 hours away. It's like,
Yeah, like Halloween, I didn't do anything. Like it just happened, right? Halloween a few weeks ago, I just stay home.
I just stayed
then-
home.
Yeah,
What-
and then like July 4th, I stay home. And what else? Everything. I just stay home. It's too far.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want to change that. Maybe soon.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
It's gone.
It's gone. I was hoping to have one piece.
Sorry, ate it all.
Ah, damn, you're hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Send tough gummies to Giant Robot 205220.
Whatever, man.
Is
Just
it-
send it. I don't give a shit.
Is it
Just
2025?
Just get it anywhere on this block, and someone will give it to me.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Care of Eric Nakamura.
Just send it anywhere on this block.
I was worrying. I wasn't sure whether or not you're going to like the soda flavored ones, because
Oh,
I kind of thought
loved
that,
it.
like, I thought like, you were really into those fucking, like, the plum flavored ones.
You know what? I slayed it. Done. It's empty. Yeah. It's not tough enough for me. I'm tougher.
You are tougher.
Yeah.
But it seems to be the right kind of toughness.
I like it.
And you guys really need to find some sponsor. You guys are good
No, I don't know.
advertising little things.
I would love to get a Squarespace fucking sponsor.
Oh, we could just do it. This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Yeah.
Do you have a website? Do you want? Are you interested in having your own website? You know, blah blah blah. You know, that would be fucking amazing.
Or this is sponsored by SeatGeek. Get your whatever. You know, like that's on a lot of like anything sports related.
Oh.
Sometimes it'll be SeatGeek or something. It's like a check. You know where your tickets are.
Oh well, this show is sponsored by Giant Robot.
This show is sponsored by Luke Chu.
No, I'm just a
Also-
guest here in the Giant Robot. Like none of this would happen without Giant Robot.
Oh,
Look at this. Look at all this like mixing board and fancy things. My only contribution is my witty banter and the eye that is looking at us.
and your headphones.
and my own headphones.
And these are from Daniel Rolnick, actually, from the last podcast.
Oh.
These hurt my ears badly, but
Oh,
they
really?
work.
Oh.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time?
We are past we're at 2:04.
So Sean, can you tell us like how people can like keep up with you and
Well, I have Facebook, but I update mostly on Instagram.
okay.
So it's just my name, Sean, S-E-A-N, last name, Chao, C-H-A-O, and Chao again, Sean Chao Chao.
Because Sean Chao was taken.
No, was it?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
But so you have it on Twitter for sure, Sean
I
Chow
have
Chow.
Yeah, it's all Sean Chow Chow, but I don't really use Twitter that
And
much.
Facebook, though.
I just kind of added Instagram. Yeah, and then Twitter
I see.
together. And Facebook is it's just Sean Chow
But
art.
you actually like Instagram, huh? You're hardcore on those things.
I just when I have something I post it.
Yeah, but like I mean,
story.
I think you actually post pretty hard, man. Like
But just the story, I have
Yeah.
something. But I don't do it every day. I
Oh,
do
okay.
it maybe once a week.
when you're into it, I see like a whole bunch. I'm like, oh shit, there's
You
a
know,
lot.
like
when I
Yeah.
have something going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
people who do like a bazillion stories, like fucking crappy kids. Crappy
it's a
Kid.
lot. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god, he's got like 50 fucking stories. Like,
It's too many.
It's too many.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're okay.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. You're not
But-
like.
Sometimes I post like my cooking.
Yeah. Oh,
But that's
such
for just for
good.
friends.
Oh,
Friends
but that
can
was
see it.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you make? I already forgot. Was it Thai food?
I made some
A
Thai
curry,
food,
maybe? A curry
and
or
I
something?
use Instant Pot.
Oh,
I remember Akko was talking about it, right?
yeah. I don't have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Someday.
cooked some like oxtail soup
Oh yeah,
with
you did
Instant
that.
Pot. That was good.
But you made a curry? Did you do a Thai thing or some
I
kind
did
of
Thai
food?
curry. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Looked really good.
And yeah, I like cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not like crazy chef cooking, but I like cooking.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, cooking's important.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I don't do that often because I'm just by myself. It's like every time I cook something, it's just too much food. So whenever I crave something, then I'll cook something.
That's why you should like focus on sandwiches or small pasta things.
Yeah.
You also get those. You also get the small pots, so you can like a small like sauce pot, a small that
I
way.
do have a George Foreman grill.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, because I used to have one. I got rid of it.
Actually, I still have one of those too. Like it's buried somewhere in my fucking like pot.
Yeah. Nobody
cabinet.
uses those much anymore.
I should.
Yeah.
I just grill chicken with it.
You
Like
still
chicken-
do?
Yeah, chicken
Oh, good.
breast. Yeah.
Wow.
Try to cut down those weight I gained a couple years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So I ate a lot of chicken breast.
Is that
Recently,
really? Is
yeah.
that a good protein for you for like weight loss?
I mean, it's kind of clean, so
Yeah, it's clean.
yeah,
It's
really
food.
clean actually.
Yeah.
Chicken breast,
Like-
low
Yeah.
fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I was watching this documentary about like eating vegetarian food. What's it called? Game Changer on Netflix. So maybe I'll just try eating more veggie. I don't know. Sounds better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I agree.
But we're still gonna go eat lobster.
Okay. I'm down.
Yes. Fucking pencil me in on that.
Okay. Cool.
We'll be out of town until after decon until the 22nd.
Yeah. After Thanksgiving for sure, because everybody's gonna eat a lot Thanksgiving already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
My Thanksgivings are the worst. The worst. It's Chinese buffet.
What?
Yeah. Fucking
Where?
shit. I don't know. It's probably somewhere in like fucking near Temple City or
Wait,
some
what
shit.
is? Have I been? I mean, I don't know if I've been to a Chinese buffet.
Oh, it's fucking garbage.
Is it?
man.
Okay.
It's fucking garbage.
You know, because I've been to a buffet like at a hotel, and they have Chinese food, but not just Chinese food.
No, it's
they have a
just-
Chinese food section.
Think of the fucking worst fucking like bottom of the barrel style fucking buffet, and you're gonna see me there fucking with this like poking at fucking like cold fucking dried out fucking food, you know, and muttering like fucking
Wait,
like
what?
obscenities with my sister.
Why do you eat that? It's like just like
Because
a family
that's
thing?
what my mom's side of the family wants to fucking do. And it's funny because like everyone else on my mom's side of the family are fucking wealthy. Like I have a cousin who's the fucking like manager of the fucking like Westfield fucking malls. You know, like, and like another one, engineers and fucking doctors and all this other fucking bullshit, you know, and they want to eat at the fucking cheap fucking,
Wow.
you know, and it's because no one wants to cook.
Right. Oh, how much is it a person?
Like fucking like maybe $10.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. All right.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm not looking forward to this.
Well, you still have a little bit of time.
I'm not going to go, Mom. I'm just going to fucking be packing. I'm going to Singapore. Fucking blah, blah.
Damn.
Anyways, pardon my bitching. Sorry, fam, if you're listening if you happen to be listening. I kind of doubt it.
No.
Yeah, I feel like I've been talking a lot of like kind of down kind of things today.
What are you talking about? These are the down stuff is the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe because I've been isolated too long.
Yeah, well, you know, you're going out tonight. You're going to be at fucking Designer Con preview thing tomorrow.
That'd be great. Yeah, today it's kind of like warm up and then get to meet people again.
Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so you know you're welcome to use the rub one out to BTS line.
I think it should be maybe a black T-shirt with white white font.
What's the BTS?
It's that Korean group. I don't know.
I don't know what they stand for.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't really know what that means.
Boys take showers. I don't know.
Okay.
That'd be a good name.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bung hold a shaft. I don't know.
Bung the shaft. Oh shit. Yeah. Fucking BTS. I have no idea what they stand for, but girls camp out for their shit. They seriously camp out for that shit. And they probably sing along to the Korean parts too.
Wow. Weeaboo.
What is the equivalent of weeaboo in fucking Korean?
I don't know.
Is weeaboo even a fucking Japanese word?
I have no idea. No, it's not a Japanese word. That's weeaboo. No,
Weeaboo?
I don't think so.
Weeaboo.
I think that's just some made up thing.
In case you don't know, like a weeaboo is basically a person who's obsessed with Japanese culture.
Yeah.
So
Weebs.
weebs.
Yeah.
I think it started off with weebs, and they're like, how would a...
No, I feel like it's weeaboo that turned into weebs, but I don't know. Because I remember hearing weeaboo before weebs. You know, it's just like Instagram and grams.
No.
Social media and social meds.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know. Weebs, you know?
Weebs.
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry guys, just getting off track,
All right.
fucking going weird places.
Yeah, but thank you, Sean Chao.
Well, thank you for having me. This was surprisingly fun.
I'm glad we could be surprising. Thanks for being on the show, Mr. Sean Chao Chao.
Mr. Sean Chao Chao.
You know, and yeah.
All right.
See y'all next
Soon.
time.
Bye.
Bye.